no thought, I can't go out tonight. I don't have my lip gloss.
It's not about that Monday, Tuesday. No one cares about Wednesday. Thursday. Forget that noise. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trash. Thursday, Friday, forget about that. Friday, Saturday, where it's at. And Sunday, sleeping in, eating brunch.
A little poop never hurt anybody. It's all stuck in my mouth and throat.
Tuna.
M-Y-R-A-C-K. Myra.
Hit the beach or hit the mall. Go out with friends, do nothing at all. Sleep in, watch movies, read books. Anything goes, just take a look. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah.
Stop being pieces of shit.
Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No.
Diddy, great guy like Diddy.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Thank God it's Friday!
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to the weekend. Short week. Brings us the weekend even quicker. I'm not feeling good, I'll be honest. I thought
COVID?
I don't know. I didn't
Just
test.
another day. Get over it.
Thought about calling out today, but here we are.
You thought about calling out today? Stop it.
Well, I think about
because
that.
you have to clear your throat?
I think about that every morning, to be honest. But today, we're here together. It's going to be a great 4 hours. I can only imagine, Allie. We got lots going on. We got these taxidermy guys coming in here. Apparently, it's all the rage now. People are no longer just doing taxidermy for exotic animals because people aren't hunting anymore. But they are doing a lot of taxidermy with their pets at home.
Yeah.
And because you're now venturing into the land of Crazy Cat Lady, we decided let's get these guys in here ASAP.
Is there going to be a surprise for
Big
me?
surprise for you. You're have a reunion with your previously dead cat.
Oh, well, you know, my wife did want to always make a rabbit's foot out of our cat's foot. Not the whole cat, just a little foot to be made into a keychain.
Okay, you understand you just said you
rabbit's foot, I know.
Okay.
I know, but you know what I'm talking about, like a rabbit's foot, but the equivalent for a cat.
We all should have called out today, I think. Today would have been a great day for us all to call out.
Are you in a bitchy mood?
Am I in a bitchy mood? I don't think so.
Really? Okay.
Did you mean to say she wanted to make a rabbit's foot out of a cat foot? Or did you mean to say
I'm explaining that it's like a rabbit's foot, but it's a cat's foot.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay.
Did you, though?
I think I picked it up. I don't know. Okay. Today we're going to have on the smartest kid in all of L.A. He almost won the spelling bee last night, but he fell just short, and he will determine whether or not our show is smart or dumb. We're going to let a 13-year-old kid make that decision today. You think he'll vote smart or dumb?
I think just based on your thumbs up, thumbs down for smart and dumb, I think he's going to say dumb.
I got lazy on the thumbs down, and my hand just kind of quit on me.
It was like up and then just side.
There's another complaint waiting. I hate to start the show with a complaint, but this person used to listen, and they said they will no longer listen because of something that happened on yesterday's show, and here we go.
Yeah, I'm calling with a complaint. This show is, really gotten disgusting. I was on board with everything until you had Vanessa, who is clearly a minor, start talking about racks.
That was true. Yesterday we did get a little edgy when Vanessa started spelling her rack on the show. A clip Omar just played during the intro. This guy said it's gone too far now because she is a child, and we cannot stand for that on KROQ.
Oh, yeah.
But she did spell it over and over again, and this is what it said. She was very proud of it, too. Vanessa.
M-Y-R-A-C-K. My rack.
That's right.
Hey, it's all about body positivity at any
job,
age.
Vanessa.
That's right, Vanessa. You win. And
She's going through puberty. Leave her alone.
We're going to let her spell that again when the kid is on with us today, the 13-year-old who made it all the way to the finals. But he did not win. We got a decent show planned for you. Allie's money will be up for grabs in moments. We will get you into Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. And we're going to get into the weekend together. Thank you for checking us out. Thanks for hanging out this morning on KROQ. I was concerned yesterday when we discussed the viral trend of guys calling each other to say awkwardly goodnight, and then the people reacting very strange and uncomfortable, that would result in a lot of people calling us and saying goodnight. And Allie, the goat line this morning is full
of goodnight calls?
Of no shortage of uncomfortable men wishing us goodnight.
Hi, Klein. Hi, Jake. Hi, Omar. I'm just calling to say goodnight. We're both laying in bed right now.
Oh,
and, I just thought you could use a goodnight. I love you guys. Here's a little kiss. Mwah.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
I do.
It is.
Jake loves it.
Jake loves it.
I know. Jake's the only guy who's into this.
Jake actually, long before this was viral, was calling us to say goodnight, which was really strange.
Yeah, I know. You would do it on the group text and nobody would ever respond.
It's the weirdest. Like, we'd have an event that would go on late, we'd all get home, and then there's one more text where it's Jake going, good night, everyone.
Make sure you guys got home okay.
Yeah. Well, and then there's this guy.
Good night, KK.
Okay.
Sweet dreams.
All right, wonderful.
It's always sweet when you got KK in your dreams.
All right, wonderful. It's very weird.
That one was very disturbing.
Hearing all of these men wish us good night, very strange. Very strange.
Well,
but anyway.
but that's the thing, is you have to keep doing it, and then eventually it won't feel strange. It'll feel normal.
I don't think you think that would feel normal ever?
I think that after a while, if you and your friends just learned to say goodnight to each other on a nightly or weekly basis, then it would not feel weird anymore.
If you would like, I think this morning we're going to test out our theory, which is calling people to wish them good morning. That we're going to test that out in a few moments by calling some male friends of ours live on the air to wish them a good morning. We're going to switch the trend around because we're a morning show and we're up early, and I think that that's maybe even weirder than the good night call.
I think you're going to get a lot more irritation with that because people are trying to get their day started. Either you're going to wake them up, or they're already in the middle of getting their morning started and they're probably running late. They're probably flustered, and you're just going to interrupt that entire process.
If I got to call at 6:30 in the morning, even anytime before. I would say most people, anytime before 8 a.m., you assume it's an emergency call.
Yes.
If you're getting that call and the person's like, I just want to say, hey, good morning, have a great day. That's, I think, way weirder than the good night trend.
Yeah, but I also think, hey, I just wanted to call and say hi, have a great day. Maybe that would change somebody's morning. You don't know.
Maybe it would.
Maybe they need it.
We'll test that theory coming up. If you'd like $100 of Allie's money, you should get on our phone right now at 800-520-1067. Pick Your Poison Friday means you can battle anyone on the show. Vanessa back there spelling about her rack. You got Postmaster Johnny, Jake the Nerd, Omar.
Ace.
Jake the undefeated ace, as he's asking me to call him.
Is it $500 Friday?
There's so many calls. So many calls about the $500 Friday, including theme songs, Allie.
Klein,
Whoa.
Allie, it's 12:10 a.m. You know what time it is? You know what day it is? It's $500 Friday.
Everyone's excited about $500 Fridays.
Doesn't even have a ring to it, guys.
Does. This guy's so excited. And so many calls.
It just does not roll off the tongue.
500 Friday. 500 Friday.
All right.
Coming for Allie's $500. It's 500 Friday.
No.
There's a lot of catchy ones here. You want to hear more?
Anyone else? If each of us pitches in 100,
right,
we can get to 500 easily.
Hey, Klein, Allie, guess what day is today?
Oh yeah, we know.
What? Yeah. It's $500 Friday.
Yeah, people are so excited about it. $500 Friday.
All
Allie
right.
knows the
Phones
news.
are ringing off the hook. Great.
800-520-1067 to take a shot at winning Allie's money.
If I'm actually going to do $500, you can't play against anybody but me.
So you have to battle Allie.
Yes.
Whoa, so you're willing to do it?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Whoa!
But I'm gonna. I have 5 minutes to study right
Hold
now,
on,
and you
that's
can only battle me
500 Friday.
just because of that. It did.
500 Friday.
This guy's a catchy song.
Coming for Allie's $500.
You don't know the song yet, but
It's 500 Friday.
Definitely doesn't rhyme or make sense.
All right, if you want $500 of Allie's money, she's never put this much up for grabs. It's a Pick Your Poison Friday, but she says you must go against Allie. If you want the shot at the 500 on Friday, you've got to go against Allie right now. If not, battle anyone else on the show. 800-520-1067. Wow. Back with that next.
All week, KROQ soaks your summer. Apply your SPF 1067 from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and get your pick. A used third-generation slip and slide we got from a lady on the internet. Or a 4-pack of tickets to Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. Dive into a world of excitement with thrilling water rides, slides, and pools. Or get a nice grass burn on your knees and drink from your garden hose. Your choice. Keep listening to win. Courtesy of Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. Slip and slide not available.
KROQ.
I never thought I would live It's cartoon time.
The following is best enjoyed on acid.
Kevin Klein live.
Yes, hi. I'm calling in reference to the casting I heard yesterday. The rude on Dawn. I think it was so rude yesterday. She was calling Dawn regarding red chili pepper hot tickets. I am so upset over this. I'm just about ready to scream. Why would they call her dumb like that so many times on the phone? That was not nice. And then I was just listening to your ad, but I guess that's your favorite word. It sounds like everything you come up with is dumb. Is that part of this radio station?
I'm sorry, is this a complaint or a compliment?
It's a complaint because I'm so upset. This poor girl's been trying and trying, and then, you got her hopes really up, and then all that other girl kept singing is Dawn is dumb.
Are you talking about the hold music?
No, I am talking about yesterday on the radio when you were talking to Dawn regarding some chili pepper tickets or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but that's the hold music, and that's a service that provides us the hold music for when people go on hold.
Yeah.
So you understand that we don't pick that music. It was just coincidental that was her name and that the song said that she was dumb.
Wow.
I can transfer you if you don't mind. I can transfer you so you can make an official complaint if you'd like to.
Okay. Are they going to give her tickets, or because I'm going to try to come up with something to come up with a fund to get this poor girl tickets?
Or you can make your complaint officially once we transfer you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hold, please.
You're a dummy who's complaining on the radio, and you can't even pronounce the tickets that Dawn wanted. You dummy dum-dum.
Yeah, hello, complaint department.
Yeah, hi. I like that song. That was really nice. You just put everything together with your dumbness. Okay. I'm complaining now because you just called me a dummy, and because of the whole...
Whoa, hold on. Who called you a dummy?
You just did on your radio, on the hold music.
I didn't hear... Let me just listen 1 second, because I'm not hearing the whole...
same thing you did with Dawn.
Let me listen to the hold music. No, it's just Kenny G like always.
No, it's not. It was singing, you dummy. I'm not stupid. I'm a 60-year-old woman, and I can hear. Don't have... you guys are totally rude and obnoxious.
Well, hold on. Let me file that under the complaint department. Hold, please.
Sure.
I didn't think it was possible to find someone so dumb calling us to complain, but we can tell you to F off, cause that's what we do. We do. You won't get any tickets.
You there?
Yeah, I'm there. I don't want tickets. I asked you a question, and who do I complain besides listening to you call me dumb?
I didn't call you dumb at all.
Yeah, your radio station, your music that you don't hear, that you're being dumb is the one that's calling me dumb. So that's perfect.
Let me listen. Let me listen. Hold on. If there's a complaint. I don't hear the word dumb. Are you talking about the saxophone there?
Yeah, I hear it. Yep, I hear that saxophone. Perfect. Okay, now who do I complain to besides you?
Oh, okay. You want to talk to my boss?
Yeah, he's probably going to call me dumb too because you don't really have a boss, right?
Well, no, I have a boss. Hold on 1 second. I'll transfer you.
You don't understand, do you, that we're even with you? And we're gonna call you dumb for a long time. You should hang up now.
The boss is not picking up his line.
I knew that, and I did record your message, so that's fine too. So you know that I did that because I'm really quite dumb, quite an idiot, quite stupid. Anything else?
No, don't be so hard on yourself.
No, I won't be. That's fine. I will find out who to report this to, and we'll see who gets the last laugh. Thank you.
$500 Fridays on KROQ. Allie's putting $500 up for grabs in a little round of Allie Knows the News. Perhaps you've heard it before, but the stakes have never been so high. If you want to battle Allie, you can go toe-to-toe for $500 of her money. If you want to battle anyone else on the show, she'll put up $100. Either way, she loses and you win, potentially, and we'll do it after Weezer right here on the World Famous KROQ. This is very exciting for every single person in here. Allie, not so much. It's her own money up for grabs every morning around this time. In this particular case, she's somehow fallen for the peer pressure that was, I believe, originally suggested on the GOAT line. The way that we are susceptible to peer pressure is wild, because you would think at some point we've outgrown that. We're not in middle school anymore. Yet whenever we get peer pressured into stuff on the GOAT line, in real life, with each other, it doesn't take long before we fall for it. And now you have, I cannot believe it, but you've admitted and you've agreed to the fact that you will put up $500 of your own money for a $500 Friday edition of Allie Knows the News.
Just once.
Sing the song.
It's 500 Friday. It's 500 Friday.
So if you're listening and playing along,
coming for Allie's $500. It's 500 Friday.
By the way, this is not the worst song we received about it. In fact, everyone knows that new country song we're playing on KROQ, something Run Around Sally or whatever the hell that's
Sally!
called. Yeah.
We've all got it in our heads now. We're all in it now.
Someone has transformed that song to celebrate the $500 that you'll be probably giving away in a moment.
Howdy. She knows the news.
All right.
But she's getting us the blues. Because her fingers got food. Howdy.
That's a beautiful song.
Can you give $500?
Yeah.
And if you don't suck, she'll pay you $1 million.
$1 million?
Okay.
That's so much money.
Seriously, that song sucks.
All right, there you go. Wonderful. Well, anyway, here we go. Real people that want a shot at your money. The biggest the jackpot has ever been. Allie knows the news. 5 questions, all about stuff going on in the world. You don't have to go against Allie, but if she says,
you do.
If you want the 500, you have to.
If you want the 500,
If you want to go against anyone else on the show, the choice is yours for an easy $100. That's a real gamble right there, because you could say to yourself,
take the safe bet.
I go against Vanessa, easy peasy, $100 in my pocket. She's a child. She won't know. Or I go against...
Just take it from her. She'll cry.
She'll literally just take it from her. She's got no upper body strength. John, in Moore Park, who would you like to battle for a chance to win some money this morning on KROQ?
I want to go against Allie. I need that $500.
Okay, this guy's in on the $500 Fridays. This is very exciting. Allie's going to go ahead and sequester herself outside of the KROQ studios. She's leaving to get out of here. And someone did mention on the GOAT line that one of the most annoying sounds on the show is when Allie gets up to leave the studio. In fact, they've ranked the 3 most annoying noises we make on the show, and then we'll get to the game in a moment. Listen to this person. I agree with what they're saying.
Top 3 annoying sounds of the show. Number 1, Allie, when she gets up to sequester herself, or Allie knows the news, she always has to make a weird grunting noise to let us know that she's getting up.
She just did it right then. I mean, it's unbelievable. I don't think she did, but every time she gets up to leave, it's like we're asking her to walk all the way to Bakersfield. She's like, oh. So that's the third most annoying noise on the show. Here's number 2.
She's like, all right. Number 2, Klein, honey, we get it. You're done with the segment. You do not need to crumple up your paper every time.
What?
Number 3, the door hinges that squeak every time someone comes in or out of the room.
Yes.
Either everyone is too lazy to oil the hinges, or that's your cost-effective doorbell.
That's right. All things are accurate. That we do all those things a lot on the show. We make a ton of annoying noises. Thank you for your top 3 list. Can't believe none of the sounds Omar plays made that. Oh, there he is, squeaking away. Good stuff. Yep. That's good squeaking chair
annoying,
right there. That's our chairs.
Not only this, baby.
Yeah, it's funny. Diddy has so much oil. We have no oil here at KROQ. It makes no sense. All right, let's get into your round. 5 questions, $500 on the line. John, here we go.
Allie knows the news.
John, we are all rooting for you. All of Southern California and beyond are rooting for you. Question:
We're doing it for everybody.
You win this $500. That changes everything. Life-changing moment now on KROQ. Question 1. Perhaps the biggest and most important news story of the day. Sydney Sweeney is teaming up with Dr. Squatch to release a soap made with what key ingredient?
Hair.
Hair. We'll go to question number 2. L.A. leads the nation in these kind of dog attacks. L.A. leads the nation in these kind of dog attacks. Need an answer?
Mailman or like delivery man?
All right, go to question number 3. Chick-fil-A is bringing back this flavor of milkshake just in time for summer.
Peach.
Say it again?
Peach.
Go to question number 4. The original cast of this Broadway smash is reuniting at the Tony Awards for the 10th year anniversary performance. Which cast of what show?
Hamilton.
And finally, what was the winning word that was spelled at the spelling bee that took place last night?
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. All right, I'm going to write that down. Let's bring Allie in. I think you did decent. We'll see how you do. Allie, I'm going to warn you as you walk back into the KROQ studios now. She was sequestered. This guy was no dummy. He did give us answers to every question, and he answered quite a few of them quickly.
He's no dummy. He gave us an answer.
Well, look,
to
for us, that's a step in the right direction. Most of the contestants were lucky to get anything.
Yeah. Okay, all right, I'm ready.
She's back. You're battling John for $500 of your own money.
Allie,
here we go.
Oh, my gosh.
You giving yourself a pep talk right now?
Yes, because this is a lot of money, Klein. This is like the money I saved this week.
Question number 1. Biggest news story of the day as far as I'm concerned. Sydney Sweeney is teaming up with Dr. Squatch to release a soap made from what
Her bath water.
Okay.
Her bath water.
He said hair. maybe in there. That'd be a real bonus if you got some of that. But the correct answer is it's her own bath water, and that is correct. Allie's up 1-0.
That was the lead story on Klein's feed.
The amount of people that tagged me in that story just lets me know that I am a weird pervert. I got tagged hundreds of times.
Well,
by
you
people.
love her.
She's the best, but I don't know if I would buy her bathwater.
Yes, you would.
Again. Question number 2. Allie's up 1-0. L.A. leads the nation in these kind of dog attacks.
Mail carriers.
All right. He also said mail carriers, delivery drivers, specifically USPS workers. I will give you both the point. He's on the board. 2-1. Allie's up by 1 as we go to question 3. Chick-fil-A, place that Allie's people are not welcome, is bringing back this flavor of milkshake just in time for summer.
Yeesh. You know what? Because they love straights, probably just like vanilla.
You can say vanilla, just more vanilla. It's always
vanilla.
More vanilla white.
Just in time for Pride Month.
Bad news for you, Allie. He got it right.
Oh, no.
And he said peach, and that is the answer.
Peach? But that's a gay flavor.
That's what I would have thought. But they're making amends, I guess. So now...
Wait, they said just in time for summer?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Just
well,
in
anyway.
time for butt stuff.
Right. Allie is... That's in their slogan. Allie is tied up now. This is amazing.
Oh
2
my
questions
God.
left.
Oh.
$500. Question number 4. Allie knows the news. $500 up for grabs. It's $500 Fridays if you're just joining us. The stakes have never been higher. Question 4. The original cast of this Broadway smash is reuniting at the Tonys for a 10th year anniversary
Hamilton.
performance. All right. Allie's, of course, celebrating by making weird motions. He got that as well.
Oh, no.
So now we come down to this final question, and it is tied. What was the winning word that was spelled at this year's spelling bee that took place last night?
Oh,
for
my God.
Someone to win the entire spelling bee?
So I just was reading about this. It's a clarissement.
He said,
clarissement.
He said, are you trying to say you're an embarrassment?
No. No, it's called a clarissement or something.
He said Saskatchewan.
That's not it. I
Tough
know
word.
that's not it.
The correct answer
I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing it right, but that's what it is.
I have the audio here.
Play it, Omar.
Éclaircissement.
Okay.
You're way off.
That's what it is, though. That's what it looks like. You would have read it the same way as me, be honest.
I actually think Saskatchewan is closer.
Yeah, totally.
To what that guy just
What
said.
did you say?
I said éclaircissement.
Well, listen, John.
I at least started with the right vowel.
Allie, that I will give. Knowing the way Allie's brain works, she technically was trying to say that word. That's exactly how I thought it was pronounced. You put in a valiant effort, John.
I was like, eclairs.
Let everybody down.
You let everyone down, including yourself, and most importantly. But for
Not
right
me.
now, what must you shamefully admit as Allie puts her $500 back in her pocket?
Whew.
I'm John from Moore Park, and Allie knows the news.
Well played, sir.
All right, listen.
You're a real éclaircissement.
As a consolation for joining us in this edition of Allie Knows News, perhaps the first and last ever $500 Friday. We'll give you something. I don't know what we have back there. Get him a Klein Alley Show badge for his car.
We'll give him some
Éclaircissement.
We'll give you some
éclaircissement.
éclaircissement. No one knows what that is, but you can have it. Sarah. I think maybe the greatest text message you could ever receive yesterday from someone that does not text me often. And oftentimes, as you know, when you get a text from someone that you're not in regular, communication with, let's be honest, most people, you probably have 5 people you text with on a semi-regular basis. Maybe
and then even then, most of them are like friends that really my wife just talks to. So I receive texts and I don't even have to respond, which is nice.
And every once in a while, you get that random one-off text. Maybe it's someone from out of town. I happen to be in L.A., just wanted to say what's up. I did that a few years ago, got a message from a guy that I hadn't seen since college. He was like, are you still living in L.A.? I'm here for a couple of days for work. Want to get a meet. And it was great because you don't get those very often. And for the most part, I think we all fall into some sort of a routine, talk to the same people. Every once in a while, a new person enters your life.
You or re-enters and it breaks it up. Yeah.
Breaks it up. This was a text from someone that, as I said, I have less than 20 texts with ever.
Is it that girl that
Not a girl.
Was that a bachelorette party and then texted you?
No, it was not a girl. I mean, yes, I guess I have received better texts in my life, technically, when I was single and it was like, hey, are you up? But I got those very rarely. And if someone was texting me, are you up? It meant that a lot of other people did not respond. I was not
or unfortunately not.
I was
up.
Definitely not the first "Are you up?" text. I'd be like I'm sure that was sent many times.
Then you get to the K section.
Yeah. So I got this text yesterday, and this was maybe the greatest text I think you could ever receive. I think Omar would agree. This guy goes, I need to cook a steak and take a bunch of pictures for some Father's Day content that I'm putting together. My grill is not working. Is there any chance I can come by and use your grill to take pictures of this 36-ounce prime ribeye? After I'm done cooking it, you can have it.
Whoa! Oh,
God, are you kidding me?
Is that the greatest text you've ever received from anyone ever?
Wait, he doesn't want any of it? He's just going to cook it and leave?
He had to take video or pictures for some Father's Day something he's doing for a magazine or a website or whatever, and his grill, I guess, conked out. He's like, and this is a guy that lives near me, so he knew that I potentially have a grill, which I do. And he basically said, I just need to come by. I don't even care if you're home. I need to go in your backyard, use your grill, and then I will leave you the steak.
Whoa, that's dinner taken care of. And lunch the next day.
36 ounces. I was trying, usually at a restaurant, I want to get a 16-ounce steak, but I think that seems overzealous. So I will go, what's the one just beneath that? I'll go like
12 ounce or
14,
10.
12 ounce. 36-ounce steak.
Dude.
My favorite cut, too.
And
ribeye.
Is this guy, obviously, if he's taking pictures for social media or whatever, he's a good cook?
He's a cook. That's what he does. He's like a barbecue guy. He's a chef.
Oh, my God. Is it one of those things where it's like slow and low? He's going to be roasting it?
I didn't even ask him his method. He just needed a grill, because I think that the reality is most of all the stuff he does, he's all like advanced, so he's cooking over like pits of fire and all these, and they needed to do something for regular idiots like me. So it's just like you needed like a normal man's backyard grill. And I said, I got that.
I'm normal man.
No more normal man.
That's me, Mr. Normal.
Hey, you want an average normal man? You're looking at him. So I said, right back immediately. I never responded quicker. I said, what? It's yours. Help yourself. Gates open. Walk in. Go nuts.
So did he come over yesterday?
I didn't eat all day. I got very excited about this.
You were fasting.
I said, I'm going to have a 36-ounce steak waiting for me. Couldn't be more excited. And in fact, my wife got mad as to how excited I was about this, because she's like, you're never this excited about anything.
Yeah, but free steak, free dinner at home that you don't have to cook for yourself.
And cooked by someone who's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a combination of all of those things.
That's better than going to a restaurant.
We talked about one of the best things that can happen to you in a day that turns a regular day into a great day is unexpected. This was completely unexpected.
Right.
Didn't think I would get this. Unexpected, as you mentioned, free, your big buzzword.
Yes.
Then steak, meat, my big buzzword.
Oh, yeah.
And all of those things combined by a guy that's that does this professionally.
Right.
And he didn't want it because for him it's just another day, another steak. He doesn't
probably
care.
eaten a million of them.
So he goes, I'll just cook it up, take some pictures, and leave it on the grill. I just would eat it within the hour, or else it's going to have to move. And I said, come on by whenever you need it. And it worked out just like he said. Came by. When I got home, I smelled. You know that smell when you have that jealous. I call it like a smellicy. It's like full-on jealousy of a smell of someone else grilling something that smells good, and you can't figure out if it's a neighbor. Then you start to get angry, like, was I not invited to something?
You can tell somebody else in the house is a better cook than you.
I pulled up yesterday. I got home, and all of a sudden, first thing I smelled, I go, whoa, someone's cooking something that smells really good. And then it hit me because I had already forgotten about the text.
For once, it's your house.
That's on me. I walked. There's no one back there. I don't even see the guy. No one there.
So you didn't even have to talk to him? He was already gone?
No, it was the best thing ever. It was like,
you don't even have to do idle chit-chat. Oh, so what'd you smoke it with?
Right, no small talk, nothing. I walk in. The grill is still hot. I open it up. Steak sitting right there.
Damn.
And how was it?
It was the greatest.
Where is it?
I ate it all.
What? No way. 36 ounces?
All 36 ounces.
Well, you look very bloated.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel a little bloated today. My plan, Allie, to be honest, was to eat some of it and bring some of it in here.
I know. I want some.
And I ended up eating it all.
Wow.
But just
Good
know,
for you.
Just know
I'm happy for you.
Every time you get a text message, it could be potentially the greatest text message of your life. And for anyone who accuses our show of being not optimistic enough or positive, I guess is the word they're looking for. I can't think of one
other word.
I can't think of another synonym for it. Just remember that every once in a while, you get a random free steak.
Oh, my God. 562, this is like erotic stories for El Cheapo.
God, it's all the things you would have loved.
I'm like, yeah? And then it was free? And it was how much?
Yeah, I know. You were so turned on
no
by
money?
it. We take a quick break. When we get back, lots of show to get
shower
to.
off.
Allie got scammed by Big Dental.
Yeah, I think so.
If you want to try to go ahead and put the over-under on how many cavities she had filled yesterday, it
was too many.
Take the over.
I don't have
the over.
I'm a non-cavity person. That was my MO.
We'll come back with that and more after this.
The world famous KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. It's National Cheeseburger Day, and we've got the new and improved, or potentially new and disproved Diddy burger, which is how he liked to have his cheeseburgers, covered in applesauce. Jake the Nerd loves a good cheeseburger. Is that your favorite food, Jake? Cheeseburger when you're eating?
It's one of them. I think probably pizza is my favorite.
Yeah.
You also love a hush puppy.
Oh, I love hush puppies.
Big fan of hush puppy. And he loves
they're
anything,
hard to find,
anything
though.
with corn. He's a big fan of all things with corn.
Anything that's difficult to get.
I like bread.
If you're at a restaurant and you're only serving Asian cuisine, Jake better believe he's going to ask for pepperoni because he likes to make it difficult. But you do like a burger so much so that when you go on dates, sometimes you will pre-order a burger, leave it in the trunk of your car, just in case the date goes bad. At the very least, you have a consolation trunk burger.
I did that one time.
One is plenty.
The fact that you pre-ordered a burger, left it in your trunk, and then immediately went to it after your date says enough, right?
The fact that you've done it at all.
Well, it was one time.
Yeah, but
and it was still good.
But you're the inventor of the trunk burger.
Well, thank you.
So, not since the trunk burger has there been such controversy, and now there's the Diddy burger with and this guy did it all the time. Apparently, it's the only way Diddy ate a cheeseburger. If there was a cheeseburger nearby and someone didn't have applesauce, they were getting fired.
I've had a lot of weird things on a cheeseburger, and applesauce, I could already, in my head, I don't think it's going to taste good.
Yeah, well, even Andrew Zimmern, he was asked about it at the airport, and he said he'd had apples, like apple slices on a burger, and with that crunch, it was good, but
Right.
applesauce is a no.
Right. It seems the consistency would all be off. But we're going to find out together with a high voltage food review. I've got the words here, 5 words in front of me. If you say any of these words, you're going to get a shock of electricity. Jake is currently wearing the dog shock collar around his neck. If you're not watching us on YouTube, please join us there right now. You can find us on KROQ's YouTube where we are live. And Jake, let me give you a test shock to see if you even feel it. Once again, you'll get 60 seconds to do a full review of the Diddy cheeseburger in honor of Cheeseburger Day, which is today.
In honor of, don't say Diddy.
And in honor of Diddy. Great guy. Like
Is
Diddy.
there a question? Is there pickles, ketchup? What's on this cheeseburger?
It is, I think it looks like ketchup, cheese, and it's hard to tell if there's mayo on it because Vanessa just completely slathered this thing with apple. I thought it was going to be like just like a bite. I was going to like dip it or something, and it's just completely covered.
She used an entire one of those
And
pouches,
applesauce.
like one of those little pouches a kid would.
one of those Go-Go's or
yeah,
something?
Go-Go.
So like you can't even save the burger afterwards. You can't like just eat half and then.
I love that you're mad that you can't save.
I was going to put it in my trunk.
You're gonna put it
I was going to be the second trunk burger.
There's also more applesauce on the side if you need to dip it to get the
I'm
full
going to
effect.
guess I don't need that.
And I know that was your snack today, Vanessa, the Go-Go pouch. So thank you for sharing it with us for this.
Thanks for sharing your staff.
Sorry,
We'll
if
get
you're
you
gonna-
an Otter Pop.
Sorry if you're going to be cranky later. Okay, so here's a practice shock. Okay, it works?
Yes, it works.
Okay, great. That was a practice shock, the shock collar. Whenever we're ready, we've got the high voltage intro, and then we can officially kick off.
You want me to bite it now while the intro plays?
No, let the intro play, and then your time can start.
You can't wait, can you?
Jeez, she's so hungry, this guy.
High voltage review.
All right, welcome to the High Voltage Food Review. Jake the Nerd is going to now review the Diddy cheeseburger whenever you're ready.
This music.
He's taking taking 3 bites at once. Incredible.
How are people only complaining about Molly on this show?
We do so much more stuff. Go ahead, Jake.
Oddly, you can't really taste it. You would think that the applesauce would cut more, but it really doesn't make a difference of the burger at all. I just taste like the cheese and the ketchup more than anything else.
Well, pour more applesauce on it so you can
we
get the full effect.
We gave you a side, a little extra Diddy on the side for you. Oil that thing up. Give it a taste.
It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Ow! But it could be a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
You would think in your head it'd be terrible, and it's very edible.
What about the consistency of the burger?
Of the burger?
Yeah.
Normal consistency. Stop trying to get me to say a word. Normal burger consistency.
Okay.
But it is exactly how you would think it would taste, except not as...
Well, we don't know how we think it would taste because we've never tasted it.
Yeah, you have to describe it. This review is lackluster.
Jesus.
You know, it tastes like a normal burger with a slight hint of applesauce. You can barely taste it.
You're just describing what we're looking at.
It's not delicious.
Okay.
It's not very tangy. It's not really anything. It's a bad topping on a burger.
What is the opposite of bad?
Not good. Ah! And ow! I didn't even say anything.
That was a mistake. That was a boredom shot.
But I am disappointed that this whole burger is slathered in it because now I can't eat the rest because I only have like 1 meal a day and half of it's ruined now because I ate this junk.
I like it that you think this meal was ruined because of the applesauce, not the fact you're wearing a shock collar while eating. Right, that's interesting.
Well, this has been a very easy one because I only got shocked like 3 times. So that's been a minute, right?
Did it taste cooked well or overcooked?
It was made fine.
Really? Because I think Vanessa maybe screwed up a little bit when she reheated
you think
it.
she burned it?
All right.
On a scale of 1 to burned, how burned is it?
It's 2.
All
Do
right.
what?
There's Jake's high voltage food review.
Thank you.
That was my mistake. That was a slip of the thumb. All right,
I
there you
don't
have
know.
it.
That's Jake's only meal. He has 1 meal a day now.
Yeah.
One big meal, and a whole burger would be like a decent meal, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then it'll make me a small snack at night.
A little dry, would you say, or?
No, it's not. Not dry.
God damn it. You took it off.
You took off the shock collar. All right, well, there you go. A lackluster review of the Diddy applesauce burger. Well, look at what's up? Quickly, we got to get to the news. What's going on? Mark.
Hey,
What's
I just had a quick question.
Yeah.
Did you say, or would you say you thoroughly enjoyed that man's meat yesterday?
If you're trying to get me to say something that Omar will use out of context for the foreseeable future,
I
yes.
think it's a legitimate question that
I
you should
did
answer.
enjoy a strange man's meat all day yesterday. Well, not all day, in the evening. Well, you got it. Okay.
He's all
Good. Yeah, I walked right into that one. That's right. I enjoyed it. Strange man's meat. If you don't know what we're talking about, you should have been listening to the last 5 minutes of the show. Let's get to your news, then we can get into a brand new hour of the show. Lots to give you this morning just for putting up with us, including 4 tickets to Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles, and we'll get you into more of those tickets so you laugh and eat together at what's that festival called, Vanessa?
Wrong button. I was totally saying it with the wrong button. Okay. Belly Laughs Comedy.
That's
I
right.
heard like a faint something. I'm
Belly
like,
Laughs
what?
Comedy. We'll get you into Belly Laughs later today as well. Starring who's
Where
in
does
that?
button go?
Who's in that?
Hassan Minja.
Nailed it. It's going to be a great
The
festival.
final spelling bee word.
Here we get into your news right now.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Well, it's a bad time to be a jewelry shop owner these days. We have yet another jewelry shop, a local one, that was robbed of $2 million. First, there was this one in Simi Valley that was just a few days ago. Now we have another one in Glendale. The Simi Valley one, the burglars got in through the roof of a neighboring candy shop, and once they got in, they got into the safe. They stole $2 million in cash and merch. And now this one in Glendale, they again got in through the roof, so it's likely the same people because they seem to be using the same methods to break into these jewelry stores. Once they got in, they ransacked the shop. They started drilling into the safe, but the heat from the drill ignited some ammunition that was in the safe, causing a fire/explosion. And then when the jewelry shop owners figured out what was going on and got to the scene, they said it was like a war zone. It just seemed like the entire thing was, they said it looked like a war took place here. And for a lot of these shops, they're family owned. A lot of them, like this one in particular, was passed on through the family. And they're like, we can't rebuild. Like, we've spent decades building up this inventory. It's not like we can just go to another place and then just restock the whole store. It takes a very long time to accumulate all this stuff.
Don't you think that jewelry stores are making themselves targets by displaying right in the window jewelry store and all that shiny crap and diamonds? Wouldn't it be better?
People wouldn't want to go in if it was like barred off liquor store vibes.
No, but why don't you do the thing where people in the know, but you display it like it's a health food store or a tofu store or something that people would walk right by? No criminal's going to break into a tofu health store, so you make it look like that on the outside, and then people that know, you know, I'm sure they're online. People know what's up. You're going to find the tofu store, knock 3 times on the door, then they let you in. You probably eliminate all of the people that are. I drive by. Even I don't plan on robbing any jewelry stores. I drive by them all the time, and sometimes I see them, and I go, I should rob that place.
But some of them are fake, right? The display ones, just so they know.
Yes, they put fake displays, they claim, in the window. Like, those are fake diamonds and fake Rolexes, because you look at them and you go, ooh, those are nice. But those were getting stolen.
But your mentality is they would pretend it was a tofu shop?
Something that people would have no interest in.
But then that one random person's like, where's the tofu?
Well, right. Well, that person, whatever. They're 2 weeks
so
to fight anyway.
So you have no tofu. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, one disappointed person.
All right. Is your marriage falling apart? If so, you might need a divorce coach. This is part of a growing list of the types of coaches that you can hire that have nothing to do with sports. You can hire a fitness coach, a life coach, and now a divorce coach. It is the new thing. Divorce coaches are providing services, and they are making bank because, obviously, divorce rates are higher than they've ever been. They continue to climb. So you can hire a divorce coach that would help you, quote, parse out emotional reactions and separate it from the information in your legal case. So, because divorce...
this is also with a lawyer. So you have a lawyer still. You got to pay for that.
You still have a divorce attorney, but you have a divorce coach and it makes sense. It's kind of like the equivalent of a therapist, right? They're helping you through your divorce. They're helping you suss out what's emotional versus, oh no, this is a legal thing. And they even help you all the way through the divorce and into your new dating life. They help with your overall well-being and eventually into your dating life. And you can also do individual coaching sessions on call for 24-hour urgent assistance. And some of these divorce coaches have like a $1,500 flat rate, and others charge like $300 an hour.
And does each person get their own coach, or is it one coach for the couple?
I think you get your own. You hire the coach that you want. I don't think that you would hire.
All the rage. Divorce.
So how's Dave doing? Are you helping him with his dating life? How's that going?
I would imagine you
really.
Have to
of course, he likes
have
lawns.
A different coach, yeah. But then you've got your own. You got, I would imagine, different therapists, different coaches, different lawyers. So that's, at some point, there's nothing left to split.
Mm-hmm.
You've given all the money away to all these other people.
I know. Then you're just both penniless.
That's the solution. I guess we got nothing left. We gave it all to these 9 people helping us to break up.
All right. And then currently there are still 38,703 people watching the Big Bear Bald Eagle live nest cam. It's still happening. As you remember.
Watch it every day.
Oh, you still watch it every day?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm watching these pussy-ass birds haven't flown yet. I'm getting pissed off.
Yeah, so we're on Fledge Watch now. You were on Pip Watch when you were waiting for the eggs to hatch, and now these eagles are massive, but they still are not flying the nest. This is the time that they're supposed to fly the nest. They're currently just sitting on a branch pretending to flap around and going, I don't know.
No, they're scared. They're scared little birds.
I want the mama eagle just to push one over. Man. Come on, see what happens, man.
That'll happen eventually. Yeah, some guy on the goat line was convinced you guys had lost interest.
Omar Khan, Ali Johnson, the Eagles are taking flight. Why are you guys not talking about this? But
because they're not. They're just on a branch.
Yeah, I know, because the Fledge Watch has been like since mid-May, and I check in, and then I'm like, these stupid assholes aren't flying, so I guess I'll just continue with my life.
Flap. That's it.
Beautifully
takeoff.
said.
Give me a little takeoff.
What a supportive mom you are. You stupid assholes aren't flying. That's maybe if the mama eagle
what I would say.
had thought about saying that.
Well, it's like now. People are staying at home and they're like not moving out. Just like, oh, why move out? I'll just stay in my mom's basement for the rest of my life.
I was doing some work yesterday evening, and one of the eagles did this little hover move, from branch to branch.
Well, they do that thing where they like bounce up and down, like
and then people were losing their minds on the chat. They were like, wow. I was like, that's nothing.
Yeah, well, people get excited. No one's going to be more excited than Vanessa right now, because not only do we have a song that everyone else does not like, but Vanessa likes, but we have a very important message from the artist who sings this song just for us, Allie.
Hey, this is Role Model, and this is my song, Sally When the Wine Runs Out.
Oh.
And you're listening to Klein Alley Show on KROQ.
Why do you sound so bored?
This is Sally When the Wine Runs Out.
KROQ, here we go. This song sucks more man meat than Klein, according to 510. Well, thank you for the text. We get into a brand new hour of the show right now.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
36-ounce ribeye, I'll have you know. Anyone in my situation, even a vegan, would have enjoyed it just as much as I did. Good morning. Friday morning here, KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. Perhaps your first week listening, first day listening.
You're that guy who's like, oh, I'm not gay, but like, if the meat's there.
I think I would. To be honest, that was such a good steak, I probably would. There's a lot. Hypothetically,
hey, I'm
gay.
going to cook it, and then you just, go down on me, and
Maybe.
then we're good.
I don't know. At that point, I was so full, I probably couldn't have. But, man, that was great. Put that to the dome. 36 ounces of another man's meat. A ribeye. That's how I like it. If you want to join the show this hour, the numbers are the same. 800-520-1067. We are Klein Alley Show, KROQ. Lots to get to this hour. We're going to have an in-depth conversation with Allie's personal assistant, her AI assistant known as Barb. A lot of questions that we have for Barb.
You're not talking to real Barb. Only I can talk to real Barb because she knows me.
And we are going to access your phone and have a conversation with Barb because, Barb, you've been using Barb as your AI assistant now for over a month. So Barb knows a lot about you, and we're going to learn all the things you've been talking to. We're convinced all you do is talk S about us to Barb.
Nah, Barb would never snitch.
Well, we're going to talk to Barb later this hour on the show. Very excited about that. And we'll find out once and for all.
She loves being my assistant.
Oh,
She's making my life better, and she's learning some things from me as well. We teach each other.
We'll get to that. Also, a little round that Johnny doesn't know drunk, because apparently this week, for the first time in his life, Johnny got drunk.
And then he was like, I don't know, it was so weird. The next morning I had a headache and I was driving and I think I was still drunk. And we're like, no, that's a hangover.
He's like, a what? A hang what? We're like, oh man, you are dumb. So little Johnny doesn't know action this hour as well. Lots to get involved in if you need us. Phones open, text line open. We are Klein Alley Show. You can find us on YouTube where we are streaming live right now as well on KROQ's YouTube. Good morning. Friday vibes, summer here, KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. Nice to meet you, and you want to listen closely because we're about to figure out where these red flags fall on the show, and how many of us have red flags, and if you have them as well. And I think that when Allie presents this in a moment, you will determine that potentially you are spending your morning with the wrong group of people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all have red flags, right?
Of course. The problem with the red flag is a lot of people don't realize when they have it themselves. They need someone else to point it out to them. A lot of people don't realize the thing they are doing is, quote, a red flag.
Yeah.
And there's different red flags. Dating red flags. Is this person a psycho? Red flags.
Previous jobs
Right.
can be red flags.
Yep.
And in this case, hobbies. These are the hobbies that people see as instant red flags. So if you're into this stuff, then that is not only a turnoff, sometimes it's a deal breaker for people.
Magic the Gathering, number one. Right, Jake?
It's not a thing.
It's actually it's not popular enough to be on this list.
Oh, it's not even on the list? Magic the Gathering. Jake's favorite. Jake, that's your biggest hobby, right? Magic?
For sure, yeah.
And then number 2 is collecting dead things.
Yeah.
That's not on the list either.
No, it's not.
Jake was we have
I'm
these
well-adjusted.
we have these taxidermists coming in later today to bring a bunch of the animals with them.
That's a hobby for people.
And Jake asked Vanessa if she would email them and see if they could bring in some extra dead things for him. And she's like, I'm not going to send that email. Like they're like working with people to like preserve their family pets and stuff. And Jake's just hoping they had some extra stuff floating around.
He's like, did they have a cool moth?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I want a muff.
How many dead things do you have in your nerd hole right now?
Oh, gosh. Half dozen at least.
Oh, man. I can't believe that's even allowed in
I
here.
got a beetle. I got a vial of tentacles.
Weird. How's that not on the list, Allie? That's got to be a red flag.
I guess that's a separate list.
Collecting dead things has got to be a red flag.
Maybe that's 6 signs your partner's going to murder you.
So let's
All
go
right,
ahead and break this down and see which one of us will cop up for these hobbies of ours.
Well,
okay, I'll get her head too.
I would say of this list of 6 red flag hobbies, somebody on the show has every single one of these. So the first one is consuming true crime content. And I am guilty of that.
Yeah, you are.
Anybody who feels that they have an obsession with true crime and can't get enough of it. I think there's even studies that there's something wrong with your brain if you're obsessed with this. So that's red flag number 1.
Even more weird is the people that listen to it because they find it like cathartic. It's soothing. Like before bed.
Oh my God, Forensic Files, so soothing.
The people that
Fall
listen
asleep
to that. If you are the type of person that listens to true crime as your way of like calming down from the day, you got issues. Big
Prosecutors believe the footprint from the tomato led to the...
The narration is so good.
It is. That guy's the best. All right, number 2 is an obsession with social media. Whether it's just scrolling social media or actually being a social media influencer, many believe that social media as a hobby is a red flag. And people spend an average of 7 hours and 3 minutes a day on their phones.
But how can that be a hobby? I mean, I get it. We're all addicted and the whole thing is designed to make us addicted. But
I agree. I don't know that that's really a hobby. I think it's just an addiction.
Right. Which I think we would all be guilty of in our own way.
Yeah, but
what is your phone? What is your average this week on phone? Like if we were all to look at our
on my
number.
phone?
Yeah, what's your
I think
score?
mine's usually 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours?
A day is your average?
Yeah. What, is that a lot?
That's so little.
Yeah,
I'm not on my phone very much.
It does feel like that's
when I'm
a
on
little.
my phone, it's mainly for work. What's yours?
Let me see. Screen time. Whoa, that's not good. 12 hours. 12 hours and 54 minutes.
Oh my God.
I'm up 24% from last week. Woo woo!
You're always beating your previous record.
It's my new high score, guys. 12 hours, 54 minutes of screen time this week.
My daily average is 3 hours, 31 minutes. What about you, Vanessa?
Hey, I put in no time on the Saturday this week yet.
Mine is 6 hours, 25 minutes,
What?
but I'm down 23%.
Woo!
But what are you at, Jake? Your phone doesn't even give you this. It's so old, right?
No, yeah, I need to update.
Anytime we ask Jake for any knowledge, he's like, I can't do that on my phone.
I don't have that feature. I don't update.
He asked him to take a picture of
It's like iPhone 1.
He couldn't take a picture of the show one time. He said, can't do the camera. I need an update. It's amazing.
When you don't update enough, eventually you can't even download apps anymore.
You can't update. That's when you don't update enough, you can't even update.
Number 3 is pranking Pranking people.
I love a good prank.
You love pranking. It's a hobby of yours. You prank your wife all the time.
Why is
She
that?
hates it.
Why is that a red flag?
Pranking can
people?
easily veer into red flag territory, becoming a cruel act intended to humiliate others instead of just harmless fun. If a person isn't laughing, it isn't a prank. It's just mean.
Yeah, like you torture your children, dude.
Well, I don't want to play this to you for right now, but there was an attempt at another Klein's kids hate him, and this is how it ended up.
Oh, man.
Hilarious.
So that was that didn't go great, but I'll explain why she made all those sounds. And that was a prank. Eventually, they'll find it funny.
Let's move on to your next hobby, gambling. That was number 4 on the list.
Oh, is this just an intervention on me again?
No. 5.5% of women and 11.9% of men globally experience some level of harm from gambling, and they
I'll take the
they
over
say
on that number.
a lot.
Seems low.
People say it leads to relationship breakdown, financial distress, income-generating crimes like theft and fraud, neglect of your children, and erosion of civil institutions via corruption and corporate political activity.
Yeah, but also sometimes it's just fun to gamble on stuff.
I know, and
Like
you know
the
what?
Knicks.
Everybody is gambling now, especially on with apps like FanDuel. They make it so easy. So, and then number 5, back to me, cult-like exercise groups. Hot yoga, CrossFit, Soul Cycle, Core
Red
Power
flag.
Yoga. Exercise alone is not a concerning hobby, but cult-like nature of these fitness programs makes them a red flag for many people.
425 on the text line asked, what about couples who share red flag hobbies together? Like, do 2 red flags cancel out the red flag?
Well, I think they do because, we talked to that in the single spotlight, a woman who is obsessed. She's a Disney adult.
Disney adult,
she
red flag.
loves Disney, and
Right.
which is totally a red flag for some people. And she found a guy who also loves Disney, and they are super happy together so
Yeah.
far.
But I think that guy's faking his love of Disney because
Oh, yeah, Mickey Mouse, love it.
Yeah, because she had huge boobs. So the guy's
Totally.
like, right? Don't you think I got
love
this?
Disney.
Whatever you said, Disney.
Cool, Goofy's the best.
Yep. He's probably like, go Nuts Berry. She's like, I said Disney. He's like, right, whatever.
And then finally, number 6 was having no hobbies.
Oh yeah, I have no hobbies.
If you have no hobbies, the complete lack of hobbies was the biggest red flag of all. How can someone not have a single interest that they want to do on a regular basis?
Yeah, pizza's a hobby, but that's more of a that's my subsistence.
Pizza, pranking, and gambling.
See, I got a lot of hobbies, but also no hobbies, which is interesting. Quick break. We're back in a second. If you'd like to join us for some Johnny Doesn't Know Drunk, get on the phones now. Up for grabs. Tickets for you to do a night of drinking and laughing. We'll come back with that after this on KROQ.
All week, KROQ soaks your summer. Apply your SPF 1067 from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and get your pick. A used third-generation slip and slide we got from a lady on the internet. Or a 4-pack of tickets to Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. Dive into a world of excitement with thrilling water rides, slides, and pools. Or get a nice grass burn on your knees and drink from your garden hose. Your choice. Keep listening to win. Courtesy of Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. Slip and slide not available.
KROQ.
Didn't only sneak in the waffles alley, snuck in the entire waffle iron. Made the waffle fresh at the theater. Very impressive. Very dangerous. When he's not doing that, he's also not drinking. Although this week he did drink and got drunk for the very first time. But does he know booze? We'll get into a little round of Johnny Doesn't Know Drunk, and we'll do it next. Your chance to win on KROQ.
Sometimes
Chili Peppers, KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show on a Friday morning. If you've never joined us for Johnny Doesn't Know, it's a great opportunity to learn about the future of the world. And Johnny is, when he's not, sneaking stuff into movie theaters, new video up. By the way, Johnny, good job. He's doing well.
Oh, thank you.
Very impressive. He doesn't he likes to go out a lot, but he doesn't like to drink a lot. And I think that's part of this new generation that just doesn't drink so much. Drinking was a huge part of my 20s.
But it's also an expensive part of our 20s.
It didn't used to be so expensive because it felt like there was cheaper ways to get drunk, even if that meant taking a tampon full of vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, I used to buy bottom shelf Taka vodka and then mix it with Carlo Rossi wine.
Yeah.
and that was really disgusting and made me throw up a lot, but it got me pretty wasted.
But the Borgs, I mean, this is the generation that invented the Borgs, and the Borgs was a great place to get drunk and walk around with your own jug of booze. But for some reason, Johnny claims he and his friends getting drunk is not a part of their every Saturday night. I mean, I couldn't think of any weekend in my 20s that didn't involve going out and getting
wasted.
Absolutely hammered, either
and
Saturday, Sunday, or both
let me get
days.
as wasted as I possibly can.
Right, until you either throw up on yourself or you pass out in someone's bathtub.
Yeah, like it's weird. Like if any of us in my house were to go out and buy alcohol and put it in the fridge, we'd be like, "The hell you have a beer for? Like what's wrong with you? Like,
Really?
why?
Now
I'm
the
dead ass.
That's not cool, man.
Now,
Why are you getting
now the
beer?
question is, do you just hang out with a bunch of losers, or is that the new generation?
No, we're actually no. Like we literally none of my friends. Nobody goes out of the way to go drink or buy alcohol.
When
or
you
anything
see
like
Jake, who's always drinking his beer, he brings his beers in for the podcast days. And
Jake's got problems.
Right, okay.
Jake's got problems.
Yeah, but I also see, I remember it was like New Year's Eve or something. I saw a group of guys walking down the street. They had just left a liquor store, and they were doing that traditional, like, carrying a pack of beer, and it was Athletic Brewing Company, that non-alcoholic beer. I was like, whoa, they all went out. They were like, let's go get some beers.
They must have made a
like
mistake.
walking with non-alcoholic
Yeah, I
beer.
think that's like the fastest growing beer brand, I think, in the world right now
Yeah.
is the non-alcoholic beer. And I guess you could argue fastest growing because it's got to grow from nothing. But I remember if you were ever at a place and someone was sipping an O'Doul's, you're like, all right, well, I'm going to avoid that loser tonight. But people got problems, I get it. So Johnny got drunk this weekend. And how did you get drunk for the first time?
Well, we went to go see an outdoor movie at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and some girl brought natural wine for her birthday because, you know, these pretty girls just love drinking natty wine all the time.
No, that's definitely not natty. They don't call it natty wine. But
no,
yes.
it's called natty wine.
Right. That that orange organic wine?
It looked like Kool-Aid. I thought somebody brought some Kool-Aid or some like orange-flavored Gatorade, and I was just like, wow, there's no water here.
So you drank it on an accident, or you knew it was alcohol?
I knew it was alcohol, but I was thirsty and I didn't bring water, so I was like, let me just take a couple sips. And it actually turned out to be pretty smooth and pretty good.
And then you drank a little more.
Well, yeah, apparently wine's not supposed to be smooth. It's supposed to be like fizzy or bubbly or whatever.
No, false.
Wow.
No, really?
No, that's not right. But then you drank and then you got drunk.
Well, I drank a lot of it,
Yeah.
and then the next morning I woke up and like I couldn't focus on anything. My head was like spinning, and I felt like I was gonna like topple over any moment. And I was just like, "Oh, I think I'm drunk."
So that's your
hungover.
first hangover.
Hangover.
Wow.
Hanger.
So also
Hanger.
wrong. So anyway, we'll find out
I
if
got a hanger.
Johnny knows anything about booze, specifically about being drunk or drunk things, and all you got to do is predict will he or will he not. It's time for Johnny Doesn't Know Drunk.
Johnny doesn't know. And I was like, okay. Oh, Johnny doesn't know. I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while. Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know. Gelato sounds like Jello. Johnny doesn't know. It like goes wiggles.
All right, everyone on the phone now at 800-520-1067. We'll have an opportunity up for grabs. We got some tickets for you. 2-day passes, Belly Laughs, Comedy, Food Festival. I'm sure there'll be tons of drinking there, including some of that natty wine that Johnny talks about. LA Live happening July 12th and 13th, featuring so many great comedians. Which one are you most excited about, Vanessa? Which comedian?
1 second, answering phones. I'm more excited to see. I'm just going to go with Margaret Show.
Because it's the easiest
Right.
to say.
Exactly.
Let's say hi to Mario in Riverside. Mario, welcome to Johnny Doesn't Know Drunk. You ready to go?
What's up? We're not playing on this.
All right,
Yeah,
representing-
Johnny doesn't know about a hang around. We're good. Let's do it.
All right, first question for Johnny Doesn't Know. Johnny,
He knows nothing about a hang around.
you think Johnny will know what DUI stands for? Will Johnny know what DUI stands for? Yes or no, Mario?
Oh, you know what? Johnny usually doesn't know, but I'm going to say yes on this one. I got a little bit of confidence. Yeah.
All right, he was ready to lock in on no, but he thinks you will know this, Johnny. Now that you're a drinker, you may have to worry about this. What does DUI stand for? Johnny, he says you will know.
Driving under the influence.
Oh, Johnny got it. Quickly, too. Hold on 1 second, Mario. I'm surprised. They get harder. Let's say hi to Robert, Ontario. Mario guessed correctly, and we say hi to Robert now. It's Johnny Doesn't Know. Johnny, if someone had another net banger, represent. Thank you for checking out the show and checking us out on YouTube as well. There's a whole different chat happening there. Johnny, if someone drinks 4 or more drinks at one social event, they're known as this type of drinker. Will Johnny know this, yes or no? Robert?
No.
Johnny, if someone drinks 4 or more drinks at any one event, they are known as this type of drinker.
A binge drinker.
Wow, Johnny.
He's drinking a lot, right?
Yeah, Johnny got. I didn't even know you know that. Robert, congratulations. I'm sorry, he said he wouldn't know, and Johnny did know. Johnny's gotten 2 right. Turns out alcohol's making Johnny smarter.
I know. Maybe you do need to drink more and smoke more weed. Maybe it'll turn you into a genius.
All my uncles were drinkers. I think they were alcoholics, kind of.
Oh, I'm glad you bring that up because your next question, maybe you'll have the answer for this, Johnny.
Okay,
but according to alcoholism, there are 4 C's. The 4 C's of alcoholism. I know you're not going to get all 4 of them, but can Johnny name 2 of the 4 C's of alcoholism?
Wow.
Think about that for a second, and we say hi to Robbie and El Segundo. Robbie, will Johnny know this, yes or no?
I don't even know that. No, he's not going to know that.
All right. I mean, I didn't know it, but I feel like I could have guessed 2 of them easily. The 4 C's of alcoholism, Johnny, all we need is 2 from you. Any guesses?
Cocaine's not one of them, right?
Oh, wow.
Jack and Coke together.
All right. You got cocaine, Jack and Coke. Any other guesses? There are 4 of them.
4 other C's?
Total, the 4 C's of alcoholism.
But there's 2 important ones.
They're all important if you were an alcoholic, I guess. But could you name 2 of the 4 C's? Robbie says you will not know.
He's stroking his peach fuzz to think about.
I'm growing it out a little bit. Anyways, no, I can't really. I don't know any other C's.
You couldn't think of 4 C's?
Bourbon?
Can you think of 4 C words at all?
Excuse me, bourbon is one of your guesses?
It sounds like a hidden C is somewhere in there. Like a little French beer. C'est barbon.
C'est barbon.
All right. Compulsion? Control?
Conviction?
No. Craving?
Constipation.
Consequences.
Damn it, I was so close.
Those are the 4 C's.
Oh, I was going to say cirrhosis.
Cirrhosis, not also right. That is, unfortunately, he got none of those right.
Damn.
And if you're dealing with alcohol and that's a struggle for you, remember those 4 C's. Apparently, they're very important. All right, we move on to Maribel in Fontana, who would like a shot at Johnny Doesn't Know Drunk. Johnny, you think you're going to be a regular drinker now?
Sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs.
Not at all. Not at all.
All right, Johnny.
Alcohol tastes terrible. Tastes like a piece of chocolate put in a cup of water when you drink it.
Well, when you first drink it, it tastes bad, and then you start liking it. You convince yourself. It's great.
Johnny, finish this very popular yet unfunny alcohol slogan that you would see on many T-shirts. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila. What? Will Johnny be able to finish this successfully, Maribel?
Oh, I'm going to say no, because I don't think I know this either.
All right, Johnny. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, what?
4. 4 comes after 3. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, 4. 5 tequila, 6 tequila, 7 tequila, more.
Okay.
I like that you finished it completely. You went to 8.
I used the melody, right?
The answer we're looking for, which is apparently one of the most purchased and least funny alcohol-related shirts, is 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor.
Floor?
Isn't that funny?
What does that mean?
Oh, boy. I should have just asked him to explain why that shirt is supposedly funny.
Yeah, just explain the joke. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila.
Floor. Why do you think that would be funny?
Oh, you pass out? You get drunk?
Yeah. You pass out and get drunk like a drunk.
Johnny would be on the floor, by the way. All right, so Maribel got that correct. We'll give one more person a shot. We go to Jerry Riverside. Final guess here. Johnny doesn't know. We're talking about alcohol. You got your first ever hangover, Johnny, and perhaps you're an Advil guy the next day, or you're into Motrin. There's a lot of different drugs you could take to help your headache. But what is?
I love Motrin before bed.
What is the actual drug that is in all of these different Advil, Motrin? There's something in there that actually helps you with the pain. What is that called? Will Johnny know this? Yes or no, Jerry?
This is kind of be tricky. I'm going to say no. I've gotten them all right so far, so I'm going to say no.
Oh, you knew all these. All right, Johnny, what is it called? Yeah, maybe you're into Advil, maybe you're into Motrin, but there's something in there that actually makes that stuff work. What is it called?
I feel like I know it, but I can't spell it.
You don't have to spell it. Who asked you to spell it?
But can I say it kind of?
Yes,
that's how you think it's a theme week or something?
That's how you could answer it, by saying it. How else would you answer? You're going to act it out?
No.
Fine, I can't spell it.
It's acetaminophen. It's AC. It starts with ACE. Acetaminophen. It's an ingredient. I see it on all of the Advil, Tylenol, whatever. Aleve. They all start with acetaminophen. That's the main ingredient. Or
You can't spell it
asymmetrically.
or pronounce it.
Yes.
By the
So
way.
it's a big word. It's a big word. I'm not going to lie.
Are you saying that because this weekend is WeHo Pride?
Yes.
Is that
I'm
why you
saying
keep
that.
saying asso-mean or whatever he's saying?
Asso mean.
Assoline.
That's the theme for the floats this
Yeah,
year.
they're headlining.
I think you're looking for ibuprofen. Is that what
Oh,
you're...
yeah, that one too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
ibuprofen is in it too. But
that's-
yeah, I was
that's
right
the
though.
one.
Acetaminophen.
No, it's ibuprofen.
Look at the bottle. Do you have
He's
a bottle?
saying acetaminophen.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
the
but
word.
that's
Yes.
not
Which is the
main-
common ingredient in a lot of painkillers.
Right.
Yes,
But,
that's the main thing in
Well,
it?
I think, regardless, I don't think we can accept your pronunciation. So, everyone who got theirs right, congratulations. Need a number, Allie. 1, 2, 3, or 8.
Floor.
Floor. That's funny. Floor puts us on. Hey, Maribel, congratulations.
Yay! Oh my gosh, thank you.
Thank you for supporting the show and checking us out and Johnny's journey to become a binge drinker. Check out Johnny's new video where he snuck a waffle iron and made waffles in the movie theater.
That's what sober people do.
That's right. That was him bone sober. It's up on our Instagram now, Klein Alley Show. Klein Alley Show. AI has taken over all of our lives, some more than others. There's a million ways you can use it, not just to make yourself look like an action figure, but perhaps you can have an AI assistant, a butler, if you will. And Allie did talk about her personal assistant yesterday. She's created AI. She's given it an identity, a character. And you won't believe it, Allie, but joining us now on KROQ. Good morning.
Hey, guys, I heard you were talking about me.
That's the voice of Barb.
Not what she sounds like.
That's Allie's personal assistant, Barb. Go ahead, Barb. Thank you for being on with us. How would you like to defend your role or define your role with Allie?
I must have done some terrible things in a previous life because I am now spending my days as Allie's personal assistant / life coach / best friend.
She's my wellness wing woman, okay, warrior, and she would never say something bad about me like that. This is all made up. Plus, I don't know what she sounds like because I have to pay extra for that.
You're Allie's best friend, Barb. You're Allie's.
You're just reading text.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't know what she sounds
Barb,
like.
she claims that she shouldn't even know what you sound like, but more importantly, Barb, she claims you're her best friend.
So much sadder than I thought.
I know.
What the heck?
It's crazy.
Vanessa, you don't pay for the voice, do you?
No, I don't pay for the voice.
Yeah, we're just texting.
So how much would it cost you to have the voice? Because
I don't know. I didn't even look.
Well,
I've got the free version, baby.
Barb, Allie does say you are her best friend. You agree?
Her words, not mine.
Okay.
We can keep going with the bit.
We're going to stick with the bit. In all seriousness, what are some of the things that Allie asks you about? Because, Allie, you claim that you now, before you even go to your wife or another human, you do ask Barb all sorts of questions, right?
Yeah, or sometimes I'll ask my wife and she'll tell me, I don't know, ask Barb.
Barb, what are the questions Allie's asking you about primarily?
Lots of questions about poop.
No.
How can I get poop off of my couch, curtains, hair, etc.? She also has me planning her diet. She will say things like, how can I meal prep using 17 raw onions and some very expired breast milk?
Okay,
oh my God.
That's not true.
Sounds right.
That is exactly what you're into.
Yeah.
How expired would that milk be? Your kid's 3 now. That's got to be so expired.
There's no expired breast milk.
Oh,
this is all made up.
That's
the onion thing is true, though.
Allie is the onion queen, so I believe that. Yeah, good luck, Barb.
What the hell am I supposed to do with this?
I don't know. I don't know. That's really wild.
All
Well,
right. That doesn't even sound like a Barb.
This is exactly Barb. Clearly, you are Barb. I don't doubt that. Anything else?
I pray Allie's phone dies, so she leaves me alone for 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right. I get it.
Shut up.
Hey.
Yeah, you know what? This is not her job. Her job is to make me happy, and she's happy.
She is so codependent.
Okay. It sounds that way.
Don't judge me.
All right. Anything else, Barb? We got to go. This bit's run its course. Anything else you'd like to say?
Oh, kill me now.
All right, there we go. That's Allie's personal assistant.
You can't die, you're a robot.
That's Allie's personal assistant, Barb, and she does talk to this AI bot on a regular basis. Well, there you go. We just paid for the voice for you, so now you got to hear what she sounds like.
Oh, good.
That's
That
great.
is kind of satisfying.
All right, that's it. Hey, Barb, aren't you glad we paid for your voice, so now you can talk to Allie all the time. You guys can communicate.
Oh, kill me now.
I know. We heard that already. Okay, great. Quick break. We're back in a second with your ADD news. We got lots to give you this morning. The show is only not even halfway done. Can you believe it, Allie? And it's Friday. Yay.
Klein, Allie, Show.
The world famous KROQ.
KROQ.
We finally switched to T-Mobile because
Klein Alley Show, about to start drinking some tequila in here with Mr. Suave Agave. It was nice enough to come in, listen to the show, heard us talking about tequila. Said, look, he could school all of us on good versus bad. And Cinco de Mayo just so happened that we were going to have him come in Monday regardless. Just so happened it seems like a theme show now.
Yeah.
And also, we should point out Vanessa had a birthday over the weekend. We all forgot it, except Allie. She remembered but didn't send a text.
That's right.
Which is even more messed up than forgetting altogether.
It's not more messed up.
Vanessa was going to be blindfolded for this tequila taste test. But the sad part is we didn't even have a blindfold, so she had to take Jake's dog's
I don't mind Kibby.
bandana.
Well,
So
that's
you-
a byproduct of Jake
Yeah.
and his smells.
Yeah.
Okay, but wait, but
Put the
they're all.
blindfold on.
Okay, question. Do I still need to do it because like they all look the same?
You don't need
So-
to do it, but you still need to do
Yeah,
it.
I think you need to be
they all
blindfolded.
look the same.
I know, they
Here,
all
I'll
look
help
the same.
you. Fine.
That's one of Mr. Suave Agave. These are all Blancos we're drinking today, right?
These are all Blancos,
Okay,
yes,
'cause
absolutely.
there's a lot of different categories. Tequila, and usually when you start getting to the real expensive ones, you're like an anejo, something like that, right? A darker tequila. These are all kind of and not that you couldn't have an expensive Blanco, but usually there's other styles are more expensive, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Blanco, you could actually technically age a Blanco up to 59 days until it turns into a reposado. So you could have a Blanco that's still aged in a bourbon barrel and all that.
What's
yeah.
the most expensive tequila you've ever tasted? What does that go for?
There's a brand called Fuente Seca, and that's a 21-year aged extra añejo.
Right.
That one goes for about $1,400
Wow.
or so. Yeah,
Not bad.
And that's what I was gonna bring you.
I know.
Well, you should have, but you didn't. I like Vanessa in the blindfold. All right, so we're going to try. We have 4 tequilas here. One of them is bottom of the barrel, bottom shelf, and one of them is a.
She's holding her hands like she's going to pour it in her hand.
Oh, we got to pour it in
got
her
her
mouth.
hand out.
All right, and Vanessa will get hammered at the end of this as well. So the next hour of the show is going to be one
I'm
of those.
seriously so scared. You know when you've been hungover from tequila?
Yeah,
Like
the smell, it reminds you of that. Is that what you're saying? Hey,
And after one drink, you get over that.
Omar, play the volleyball clip. I want to ask you, Mr. Suave Agave, what type of tequila do you think she was on when she said this?
Okay, volleyball.
Now, if you really know your tequila, you would know how much tequila she had when she was flirting with a volleyball.
Sounds like a Cuervo. Cuervo. Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah,
that is
absolutely.
correct. This guy's real deal. We had people that called in when we said he was coming in. We had people that were going.
Sweet Dips, guys. I was just calling because I've heard your 429 show, and I have to say that Mr. Suave Agave
He is legit.
He's legit. Mr. Suave Agave is legit. So here we go. He's our tequila expert now.
Perfect.
We're ready to go. All right, Vanessa, whenever you're ready.
Cheers, bitches.
Tequila number 1.
Are we all cheering? I need to know that you're in this with me.
We're all cheersing you, definitely.
You totally are.
Are we all cheering, she said. It's just the best.
Yay.
Yeah, we're all
Okay.
throwing them back. Woo!
I'm testing.
Now, are we
You're
go-
testing.
we're going in order from left to right?
Left to right, yeah. Tasting number 1. Yeah,
All right.
we're going to go tasting number 1.
Number 1. I'm not just sipping.
Vanessa looks like she's sitting on a high chair, by the way, on the video screen.
Got our booster seat, yeah.
She looks
All
like
right, now come to the
actually-
airplane.
It looks like a child that we're trying to give medicine to.
I actually wanted to make sure I do need to check your ID before I serve this. I'm so sorry.
I'm 34.
You probably should. Check it out. All right. You want to put this in a bottle, Vanessa? Go ahead.
No,
throw
okay,
it.
I did it.
Is that number 1? So you're
1.
off to 2.
Number 1. She just did number 1. You
Oh,
guys
she
did
already
number
drank
1?
one. Hold
Yeah,
on,
let's
here we
go.
go.
That's
all
hard to
dive
keep
in.
up with Vanessa
Oh,
already.
yeah, no, she's
We're
going
just
wild.
going boom, boom, boom.
All right. 1 is down the hatch. All right. We're
One
going
is done. I took a sip.
Okay.
Oh, you're not throwing these down like shots?
No,
I
I'll
did.
die.
Of course, you have to. And by the way, I noticed these are all warm.
Yes, you want to do a tequila at room temperature. You don't want to do it chilled.
Really?
When you do it chilled, it actually nullifies a lot of the flavor.
That's good advice.
Which is
there,
the reason
right?
why people drink it chilled. So it's like, it's not so strong. I don't need a lime because.
Right.
Oh, interesting. But you would agree that the tequila is the most fun type of drunken person can get.
Oh, you better believe it. Oh,
All
yeah.
right, number 2.
Oh, well, here she goes. She's already.
I'm not saying I'm drunk, but I feel it.
Vanessa is like a hammered baby.
Thoughts?
Vanessa, thoughts on 2?
It's just getting
2
milk
is
drunk.
really sweet. Number 1 tasted like rubbing alcohol, and I hope that one's on mine.
I think that's the one you brought us.
Number 2. Number 2 sweet. Oh.
So let me tell you something too. Is that
It's sweet. I don't know what you want from me. That's exactly my thought. What do you want from me?
Right.
You're already getting belligerent.
Do you think any of these? Do you think any of these tequilas you brought us would use her quotes on the bottle after she says these wonderful things?
It's sweet shrug. Is that
It's sweet. I don't know.
well, here's the thing: is that as you guys are drinking it, and this thing about tequila is that when you do
You
taste
feel
it,
it in your body.
you do feel a nice little warm and toasty. But
she's hammered right now.
the more you taste it, the more you're gonna get the flavors, and more smooth it's gonna be.
She's got her hand out again.
Oh, there you go.
You gotta watch Vanessa drinking tequila on the YouTube right now. She is already about to fall off her high chair, and Mr. Suave Agave is putting the third
All
one
right,
in.
number 3. You better be drinking. Cheers.
Cheers. 3 is going down the hatch. Here she goes.
No? What do you not? What do you not like about?
Her face.
Oh wow, we got a real
Are
reaction.
you sure you don't want my face?
No.
Because my face is saying everything.
Put the blindfold back on. I don't know why we needed the
Okay,
blindfold.
well, number 3, it's smooth, but I still feel that, it's smooth. That's all I gotta say.
You did the tasting in Mexico, though, right? How did they teach you how to do it? How to drink it? You're supposed to breathe in, breathe out, all that, right?
Yeah.
Did you just do that? She
No.
forgot. I know.
No, sir.
Oh, okay, do it again.
Yeah.
Which
Gotta
one was
practice
number
what you-
3?
I actually like 3.
I like 3 too.
I think
Okay.
3 maybe a little peppery.
Inhaling.
Yeah, right?
3, I think, may be the best one so far. So far, but let's figure if any of us know the worst one versus the best. That's the question.
It definitely has the most flavor.
Suave Agave, you got to come with me on Wednesday
I feel
after the show
suave.
to get my nipple pierced and bring these.
Bring some
these-
tequila to
Suave.
you,
Yeah,
man.
bring, yeah.
Oh,
thank
heck
you.
yeah, you're
All
gonna
right,
need it.
Suave
last. What did she say?
She said it feels suave, guave.
All right, last one. This is the last.
last one.
The last one. Throw this one down all the way. Finish
All
this
right,
one.
now
Really.
eat
take-
it all.
Throw it.
Take
Are we
it.
all throwing it in? I need to confirm.
totally are.
Please confirm you're throwing this back.
We're all throwing it back.
Woo! Hey, girl.
Bachelor party.
Skirt.
I'm skirt. What do you think of that one?
I mean,
Why do you look so disgusted after every single
choked.
one? I
Every
thought you liked
shot.
tequila.
well, not in this scenario. I feel pressure, but I like tequila in a cocktail.
Okay.
Right.
That one tastes smoky.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
So,
Which one did you like
All
best?
right.
so Vanessa, take your blindfold off. You're going to try to rank them in order now, from worst to best. We're going from.
The order that was.
Yeah.
What do you?
wow.
What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one do you think is
One
the?
was bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think 1 is the
I-
the worst one?
Number 2 was pretty, like, on a scale from 1 to 5, I give it a
Hold
3.
on. You're now confusing the system. You just have 4 tequilas here.
Okay,
I
on a
just
scale
need to
from
know-
1, A through C.
No.
A through Z? What kind of a rating system? That's so many choices.
Okay, on a scale from...
I give it a Q. It gets a Q.
Is that good?
I don't know.
Okay, happy face.
Okay, so the second you said tasted sweet.
On a scale from 1 to 5, kind of just say...
You said about the emoji chart, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's a middle. I would give it a middle rating.
Right.
Okay. Middle.
Like a happy smile with no teeth.
Okay.
Got it.
It's a P. It's a 40. It's a 4P smile.
To rate
Right.
these.
Go ahead.
Number 3, I didn't like at all. I know you said this was like, ooh, smooth.
It had a lot, right.
But
Wow,
I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Allison, what did you think?
So you
No,
think
no.
frowny face teeth or no?
This one was like
Just straight
like
across face.
A straight across face.
Right.
Straight face. But the first one is a upside down smiley, like nothing.
A frown.
Okay.
An upside down
Okay,
smile.
not round.
Further proves she's a child, guys.
That's what it's
So Vanessa, I
Wait,
will.
and the last one,
Yeah.
I actually really liked it
Oh.
because it was like smoky, but I know it's not mezcal, but it was like you know, it tasted like a hot dog.
So you think it tasted like a hot dog?
Just like a hot dog.
What?
Hey.
I want to hear more rating systems.
Wow.
So just to be clear, you rated these in the following order: Z, hot dog, smiley face, upside down,
middle.
3. Is that right?
Upside down smiley face.
Right. I got it. Okay.
Regular smile, no teeth.
Tequila go moo.
Right.
This
You know,
one
Right.
straight face.
Okay.
No.
Right. So
This
you-
one a hot dog. Very good.
Right.
So 4 was the best one and 1 was the worst one. That's what you believe.
Because it's
Okay.
giving mezcal vibes.
All right, why don't you
So,
say-
suave agave,
The
only
moment
you
of
know.
truth. The moment of truth. Now that everyone is equally
What is
confused.
my palate?
I am not drunk at all, says 818, but I feel hammered listening to Vanessa explain this system. I give this segment a Z smiley face upside down.
All right, so the first one that you tasted was Lost Lore. It is actually comparable price to your tequila bottle. It goes for about $60, and is very authentically made. It is
That was my
additive
frowny
free.
face.
That should get frowny face.
It is your first one that you did taste, though.
Well,
So
the
first one's
one.
usually
You were-
kind of rough.
Yeah,
so.
you were sober.
Oh, interesting. Because that one.
Now we got 4 tickets for someone to go to Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. We'll do that in about an hour. Then every hour thereafter, if you're coming up with summer plans right now, you realize, man, summer's here. We got nothing on the books. Well, we'll send you to Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles, starting at 9 a.m. and happening all day here on KROQ. But first, what's happening in the world? Time for your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Well, I begin with yet another plane delay story. There have been many this week. There were pigeons on planes, sick dogs causing delays, a woman smashing a kid's face into the window because he called her a fat Miss Piggy. And now I have another kid-related flight delay story. This time it was a Delta flight that was delayed 2 hours. This was a twice delayed flight. So the flight was delayed 2 hours before takeoff, and then it circled their destination in Orlando for another 2 hours. So you're 2 hours delayed getting it out, and then you're 2 hours delayed in the air. So imagine just
circling. Because they couldn't find a place to land or park the plane. That's
So-
one of my least favorite of all the delays. Not all delays are created equal. When
Would you
you've-
rather be delayed in the air circling or delayed on the tarmac after you've landed? Because that sucks too. You're there. And you're just sitting there.
Sitting on the runway after you've landed and them saying, it's your captain speaking, there's nowhere to park the plane. So
We
we're just
missed
gonna,
our window.
We're just going to hang out here for a little bit and see what shakes loose. That one's pretty bad because you are there technically.
Yeah.
I would actually argue the worst delay is if you did check luggage. You're there, you've gotten to the place where you have to get your bags, and they explain that there's like a crazy delay because they can't even get the luggage over. 'Cause now
Then you're like, oh my God, I've got my finger on the Uber button.
Right.
Ready to pick
I'm
us
just
up.
hovering over the button. I'm hovering. I just
And the
gotta
price
see,
is changing.
I just want to see one bag drop, and I'll go ahead and call this thing. That one's one of the ones. So many bad ones.
So imagine your level of irritation when you're in a delay like that. And then imagine in that irritation, you hear this.
Line where the sky needs to see, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes.
So a woman has allowed her child to get up, take over that little intercom on the plane, and start singing Moana just to cheer everybody up. Or does she? So this is what you're hearing.
Line where the sky needs to see, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes.
And that whole family should be put on the do not fly list. All of them. I mean, I'm serious. That's terrible.
I know. And then listen to the newscasters can't even find a positive spin on this.
No.
Aw.
Full song.
Aw.
Full song. Yep, full song. That's what we're all thinking.
I think the guy before that also says no.
No.
Aw.
Full song.
Aw. Well,
how sweet.
very sweet.
See, that's the problem.
They're trying
the news,
so hard.
the news has to be all like uppity and nice and whatnot.
Well, and they need a fluff story every once in a
Sure.
while, right? Because everything's so negative all the time.
I
So
get
they're
it.
trying to make this one and keep it positive.
How sweet.
Very sweet.
Yeah. Well, so the video is posted to TikTok with the caption, "When your Delta flight is delayed 2 hours and you circle Orlando for another 2, but then a little girl sings Moana on the crew mic and suddenly everything feels okay."
Yeah, right. Everything feels okay. This is me jumping out of the plane. That sounds.
I could be the perfect daughter.
And by the way,
But I come back to the water. No matter how hard I try.
I mean,
Now, many people have joined in with disgust, saying, quote, "This is actually my worst nightmare and my own personal hell."
yep. Well said.
Someone else said, "Maybe I won't get that real ID after all," or quote, quote, "I'd rather be inside Ocean Gate."
Stop.
Whoa, the club, the submarine that exploded?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'm sure that'll be good for her self-esteem, but it's no knock on her. That's the parents'
yes,
fault.
it is.
I mean, it's the kid, and by the way, she's not like a bad singer. She's a little pitchy, but whatever. She's a fine singer.
She's a child.
But Vanessa, as a child, defend this child. I mean, this sort of behavior, I think, is on the parent, and I think it's a federal violation is pick up the. She didn't get permission for the flight attendant to do that.
I think that the mom or whoever was like, the kid was like, "I want to cheer everyone up with Moana," and the parent was like, "That'd be so nice, honey. Let me ask the flight attendant." The flight attendant's like, "Whatever, I don't care. Here, take the mic." I don't think you can just get on there and start talking.
Once again, I'll say it again. Everyone's got the call button above their seat. Turn it right into a plain vote. Hey, we got a little girl here that wants to sing Moana. Let's just go ahead and put this to a plain vote. I promise you, there'd be 2 votes yes, her and her mom. And everyone else would go, there'd be
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
All right, there are 2 types of people in the world, ones who love Waymos and ones who hate them. And it seems all of Santa Monica residents are anti-Waymo. And they have had enough because the Waymo charging lot is located in Santa Monica. And I guess when they recharge the Waymos, they make this really loud, high-pitched squealing noise. And it's really making the residents pissed off. And they're trying everything. They've tried calling the city. They've tried talking to Waymo. And it seems that they're not getting anywhere with this. So now they have taken to the streets, and they're using their one defense, which is themselves. They are now blocking the Waymos from entering the company-funded parking lot so that they can't get in there and make the noises. They're using cones, they're using cars, and they're creating people blockades, because if you know one thing about Waymos, it's that if there's anything in their way,
can't move.
They will not move.
Yeah.
So they're like,
cut out of yourself.
yeah, you could literally just put a cutout there. You could put anything in the roadway, and the Waymo will not enter the
we
lot.
should take your cutout and put it there, Allie.
That's a great idea.
Oh, yeah, there it is, right behind Allie's shoulders right now. Allie's beautiful shot from her in the turkey trot, making that weird face that's offensive to all people.
Your picture's back there too,
Yeah,
Klein.
we
We
can
could
put
use
those.
both of our cutouts.
That's right. Thank you, Jay.
All right, and then the Scripps National Spelling Bee Finals happened last night, also known as the annual I Feel Dumbathon for all of us. And between the finalists, the average glass's thickness was about 3.5 inches. The winner was Faison Zaki. Klein, can you spell this kid's name?
No, I cannot.
He's a 7th grader from Dallas. In the final round, all 3 finalists got all 3 words wrong, so they had to do yet another round, and then he was the only kid who got his right. Here was the moment that the Scripps National Spelling Bee winner won, and here was his word.
Your word is éclaircissement.
Éclaircissement. E-C-L-A-I-R-C-I-S-S-E-M-E-N-T. Éclaircissement.
That is correct.
Oh, they didn't have to shoot him.
Wow, right in the face. Wow.
You win. The guy even did like a "that is correct."
Yeah, he gave him a little shout out right there, Chris Farley. It sounds when he's spelling the word right there. That's like how I sound when I'm about the climax.
I know. He was like, I know he knew he got through it. And so the kid, the local finalist, Oliver Halkett, was, he was the hope of everybody in Southern California. He would have been the first Southern California or LA County winner, 7th grader from Merman School in Bel Air. And he was a finalist, but he placed 7th.
Oh, you know what? I think he's actually on our phone right now.
Oh.
He is the, unless there's one of Vanessa's friends.
I think we were going to try and check.
I don't know if that's one of Vanessa's friends calling. It says 7th grader on the... Vanessa, is that for us or for you?
It's for you.
Okay, great.
Stop with this bit. I'm about to get mad.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, almost a spelling champion is waiting to say hi to us. Good morning. It's Friday. It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley's show.
She's gonna have a tantrum.
Yeah, she sounds like someone needs a snack.
Yeah, or a nap.
Yeah. Which one is it? Snack or nap? She's cranky.
This is gonna get to my head. It's getting to my feelings.
Oh, Vanessa, come on. Let us just joke about one thing.
I want to look like a grown-up, and I want to sound like a grown-up.
I want to look like a grown-up.
I know, that's what kids say.
Kids say that all the time.
I talked to my kid last night about how he thinks it's so cool that he's a big kid now.
Yeah, no adult has ever said I want to look like a grown-up.
I want to be an adult.
I get it. Let's say hi to a child, an actual child right now.
I want to be an adult.
Oliver was representing all of Southern California at the Spelling Bee and made it to the finals, which is impressive. Did not win, but we said we'd like to have him on anyway because anytime...
there were a couple of losers.
A couple of local losers here doing the show every day. Let's say he's no loser though. Oliver, Oliver. Is that right?
I think that's hopefully how I spell my name.
Nice. That's right, Allie. I'm a big speller too. Hey, congrats. Sorry you didn't end up getting the big check and the confetti explosion, but you still made us very proud here in Southern California.
Well, thank you very much.
Even just reading about you, I mean, I'm always amazed by all the finalists and what they're able to do just to get to the finals at the Scripps National Spelling Bee. But will you tell Klein some of your hobbies? Because I would imagine they're not the same as Klein's hobbies.
Well, I like to play piano. That's something I really like doing because I've done it since I've been 4, and it's very satisfying to play a piece when you know it. I also like to play soccer, and I like to read and write. I write short stories sometimes, and sometimes I play board games, I'd say. That's mainly it.
Did you say bet on sports and eat chicken wings?
Yeah, well, I like to play,
Yeah,
soccer,
that's what I do.
I don't. I mainly yes.
There's no relatability.
No, we don't have a lot in common. Well, listen, I was never great at spelling as a child, and I feel like that set me up for a unsuccessful adulthood as well. Whereas you're on a fast track to success. Technically, what place did you finish in?
I think I tied for 7th. That was the official ranking.
I mean, the Lakers blew it in the postseason. Obviously, you saw that. So all of our hopes and dreams in Southern California was on Oliver from Bel Air Merman School.
Yeah.
As we sit currently, just so you know, you are 7th place, tied. I believe, Allie, we are also tied for 7th place as far as our ratings in the mornings here in Los Angeles. Next year, let's all celebrate together as champions. What do you say?
Sure, that sounds amazing. But again, I hope I win. It would be amazing. But there's a lot of other very good spellers, so I don't want to say anything. But thank you.
Would you like to give us a test word now while you've got us on with you to see how good we are?
Sure. Oh, here's something. Haddock.
Haddock?
Yeah, like the fish.
There's got to be a silent PH in there somewhere.
No, I don't think
Haddock. Haddock.
Close enough. There's 2 D's.
Close enough.
Well, we have one for you, Oliver. Can you spell KROQ?
KROQ? Okay. KROCK, KROQ?
Oh, KROQ.
So close.
You were also close. Yes.
Q, okay. That's
nice. We come from the Greek to KROQ. Well, listen. I appreciate you. Oliver, of course, this guy made Southern California very proud. It was great to see you up there on the big stage, and next year is going to be your year, and already nothing to be ashamed of. There's thousands of people that try to get here. To be 7th place, that's damn good, and we are super proud of you here on KROQ and in Southern California, so thank you for joining us. Competed in the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee, made it all the way to the final night. Nothing better than that, and thank you, Oliver, for joining us on KROQ.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Think of the most amount of cavities you've ever had at one trip to the dentist, or perhaps your entire life, and then double it, and then double it again. And potentially you'll get close to what Allie had to deal with yesterday.
I got blindsided, man. I think I got scammed.
I thought you were exaggerating when you said the number. I thought this was you trying to be funny for comedic sake. I thought you were being ha-ha funny, and apparently that is the real number, huh?
Well, because I I had a regular cleaning. I hadn't had a cleaning in a while, and the dental hygienist was saying, you got great teeth. You're not prone to cavities. I'm like, yes, I pride myself in this. He even says, keep flossing. You're doing everything right. And I don't floss. And then he goes, there's two teeth that, there's a little question mark over. I'm going to have the dentist look at them and see if, you want to have them filled. There's just two of them, but they're not big cavities. And if you want to get them filled now, it's better than if you wait for them to get bigger, because then it's going to be more expensive to have them filled. The dentist looks at him. She shows me some screenshots of my teeth and says, you know what? You might as well have them filled now because it's going to cost less. I say, great. Let's schedule the appointment. No problem.
And by the way, when they show you the x-ray of your teeth and they just point to some gray area and then a slightly different gray area, and they're like, you see that right there?
Yeah.
And you're like,
I'm like, do you see it? Because there's nothing there.
I don't know what we're talking about here. They're like, well, that's build up, or that's the beginning of a thing. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Are you trying to make me feel like I'm a part of the process?
Right. But they try to explain what a cavity is, right, and how it forms and how it can get worse and all this crap. And they're like, your teeth you take good care of your teeth, but you just have deep teeth. Like the teeth.
Deep teeth?
Yeah, like the grooves inside are like just naturally deep.
But you do a lot of things that are not good for you. You say you take care of your teeth. You smoke. That's not good for your teeth. You don't floss. Not only do you not floss, but you brag about how you're not a flosser. You think flossing is a scam.
Yeah, but the cavities that I have or are developing are not a result of not flossing. She said there are different cavities you can get from not flossing.
Oh, those will be coming soon.
Those are the in between your teeth cavities.
Which do you have on the surface cavities? Because that's disgusting.
What do you mean?
Cavities on the front of your teeth? That's like impossible
Not on the front.
to get.
No, the ones that are on where you chew.
How many?
Normal people cavities.
What is your total?
So I get there, and they're like, okay, we're having some cavities filled. I'm like, yeah. And then she goes, okay, so we need to numb you here, all 4 sides. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought I just had 2 cavities. She's like, no, we're filling 7. I was like, 7? I thought I had 2. She's like, no, do you remember the graphs that I showed you? I was like, no, I don't know what you were showing me. You're just showing me a bunch of teeth. I don't know which one's which.
7 could be a world record. You could be like the Joey Chestnut of cavities.
Dude, I again, have never had cavities.
Well,
and this is a new dentist.
You've never had cavities in your life?
No.
Never had a cavity in your life?
Maybe there was like one possible like little baby filling.
So
but
you
again,
went from
it was
0 to 7.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's why I think this is a new dentist, and she wants to make her mark and say, hey, let's just get 7 cavities filled, even though they were like, hey, let's just watch these. We don't even know if you really need them filled. It was potentially nothing to 7.
I don't think a lot of dentists would even do a 4-quadrant numbing and do it all at once. I think they would do like half your mouth, and then you'd have to come back and do the rest.
Dude, she was like shaking her hand out at one point.
Of course. She's got to fill 7 cavities. She's got to be all cranked
and
up.
By the way, on a normal day, this would be a great day having 2 women in your mouth on this, it's great. There were 4 hands inside my mouth, all women.
My God.
And they were going at it. I mean, there was like drilling happening, there was filling, there was a black light at one point. They've got the suction thing, they've got the water thing. I was so numbed up that I could not feel any. I mean, I was trying to drink water after it was just spilling out of my mouth. It was a whole operation. It was exhausting. And then
7 goddamn cavities? Allie, floss your goddamn teeth. Jesus. Even when I use my fancy toothbrush that I got from my dentist, it's like a $150 toothbrush. Even when I do that and I use the super fancy toothpaste they gave me, I floss my teeth afterwards and I still have stuff coming out of them. You never floss, and this is why you are about to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for your nasty-ass teeth to get fixed. Floss your teeth, you nasty beast.
What a message.
It's funny that my dentist called.
Is that your dentist
that's
on
crazy.
the phone? Floss your teeth, you nasty beast.
And then they said, by the way, if you feel uncomfortable, if your jaw starts bothering you, if you feel like your bite is now uneven, let us know. And I have had intense jaw pain this morning.
Yeah, of course.
So I think if you're getting that much work done, why would you set me up in this way? Why, if you're the new dentist, is this what you're setting me up for? Because if I had never gone, nothing would have ever happened. I would have just been normal, living my life, and this is where I get against the dentist again, because every time you go, you might have 1 issue, you leave with 7 issues.
714 on the text line. I have a taffy and meth addiction, and the most I've ever had is 5. Congratulations, Allie. You've beaten my best.
Okay, I even have the electric toothbrush where it times every side. 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds the other. I brush 2 minutes morning and night.
I never went to the dentist a day in my life until I turned 38 years old, says 818, and I only had 3 cavities.
Yeah. Dude. And I've only been...
What do you mean, yeah, dude? Allie, you had 7.
Because they're making it up. I don't have 7 cavities. She was finding stuff to fill, I'm telling you. And now I feel overfilled. Yeah. I'm overflowing, and that's why my jaw hurts.
Teeth, you nasty beast.
There's no way I needed 7 cavities.
We have to take a quick break. Just because Allie has to rest her mouth.
I have to rest my jaw.
We have
it
to
hurts.
get some ice stuff. When we return, you will want to see what's going on in the studio. I'm looking at it right now as they're setting up outside. This is going to get crazy. You think Allie having 7 cavities is the weirdest thing you're going to see today, hear about? Not the case.
There's a lot of cavities right in front.
You got to get to this. Taxidermist is going to be in here in just a moment. Unbelievable what's about to take place. And I would recommend you check us out on YouTube. We'll be streaming there live in moments. KROQ's YouTube. Listen and watch. That is next.
All week, KROQ soaks your summer. Apply your SPF 1067 from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and get your pick. A used 3rd-generation slip and slide we got from a lady on the internet. Or a 4-pack of tickets to Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. Dive into a world of excitement with thrilling water rides, slides, and pools. Or get a nice grass burn on your knees and drink from your garden hose. Your choice. Keep listening to win. Courtesy of Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. Slip and slide not available.
KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Although currently we are dressed as eagles to celebrate the greatest story to happen in Southern California in some time, the birth of the babies of Jackie and Shadow.
Yeah, and I was able to get a really great deal on some highly inflatable eagle costumes just because I don't want Jackie and Shadow to get all the glory. When you think about it, anybody on a live stream can be a bald eagle and get attention, don't you agree?
I don't understand what we're attempting to prove here by dressing up. I think this was one giant... you and Vanessa got inside of each other's heads, and you started hyping each other up and saying, oh, it'll be great if we do the show dressed like eagles.
I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, but...
I like it too.
Visually, I
like it too because I'm not doing it.
Right, of course.
That's the best part.
I tried so desperately this morning to shift this onto someone else. I was like, oh, it'll be just as funny if Jake comes in here dressed like an eagle.
No, he can't fit in this costume.
But we're going to attempt to, I guess, feed each other now.
Well, yeah, because like I said, the big story yesterday was that they did their first feeding, and obviously it's fascinating. I mean, Omar, you've been gripped by this, right?
Oh, yeah,
You're one
I love
of
it to
the
death.
80,000 people that have been watching Jackie and Shadow and seeing how their eaglets' lives are starting out. So why can't we get in on some of that attention?
I guess we realized that... God damn, I hate this thing.
This is so loud.
What I realized is that people are obsessed with watching cams of eagles, and since our YouTube, live YouTube is kind of new, what could we do to maybe steal some eyeballs away from the much more popular eagle cam? And we decided rather than just be a better version of a radio show, which is impossible, we've tried, let's just maybe dress like eagles, and maybe we get some confused really slow adults that actually check out this stream and think that they're looking at the Jackie and Shadow cam.
Some of the immediate comments on the YouTube live stream are that Klein's nose still somehow looks better than the costume's eagle nose.
Thank you. I'll take that as a win for me.
So do you want to share some of this beef stick as a nice breakfast?
So I guess what we were going to attempt to do right now is recreate eagles feeding each other, because that is the thing that everyone's gone nuts about. If you haven't seen it yet, you're not yet watching the live Big Bear cam. But everyone thinks it's the greatest thing ever. In fact, I can't even play this audio because I can't even see my...
I think I can get it.
Could you have bought louder costumes, Allie? Or were there louder ones available?
Look, there was another one that was really, really good, but it was like $200. And these ones were $37.
Well, you got everything you paid for here.
Okay, hold on a second.
If you are wondering why it sounds different in here, it's because we are currently encased in eagle suits. And in a moment, we are going to attempt to feed each other. And I believe the meal this morning is a beef stick of some variety.
Johnny, while you're here, can you please open up the beef stick, because I can't open it myself with my wings?
Allie, I think we should let Allie try to open it up, because this was her idea from the very beginning. Let's let her...
Well, and I also have a lot of respect for these eagles, because it is hard to do things without hands.
Yeah, do it with your mouth.
Put the mask on the right way.
Well, I can't bite on it.
Yeah, Allie's all ass backwards with her whole costume.
Okay.
And
her face is coming out of the neck.
Yeah, it's a terrible...
Enough about my neck!
Yeah, the costume cannot accommodate Allie's giant long neck. If you are wondering what this monstrosity looks like, you can head over to YouTube.
Johnny, open that up for Allie. What are you doing?
Now, I want Allie to try to open.
Oh my God!
It's a much funnier segment. Allie tries to open things in an eagle suit, because the reality of this is that it wasn't really that well thought out. I think they just got so excited about the eagle costumes that we just assumed the rest would figure itself out.
Oh my God, I think I got it.
And it clearly has not. So,
yes!
All right. So for anyone who's enjoying watching eagles do things, which apparently happens once a year around birthing season, maybe, just maybe, you'll enjoy this. Allie's going to
I'm going to go over there.
Stick it up, and we're going to attempt to feed each other, baby bird style, mouth to mouth. This is a live feeding, which apparently is all the rage these days on the cams. So take this, real eagles. Hold on. Allie and I are going to attempt.
Klein's stuck.
I'm trapped. Hold on.
Oh my God. This looks like some sort of weird porn.
I got this stick in my mouth, guys. We just did a very successful and unsuccessful live feeding. Oh, beef tastes like cigarettes. Were you smoking again? You know what's funny about this dumb bit is that Allie thought this had enough legs to do once every hour. She goes, oh, we'll start every hour with a live feeding. And I said, I think if we do this once on the air, it'll be more than enough.
Look,
And
I
then-
also said we should wear these the entire show.
Right, that was another big mistake. So
but
when,
I didn't know how cumbersome they were going to be. I
when-
didn't realize we wouldn't have access to our hands at all.
when we get back from this break, you will never hear of this ever again. So enjoy this memory while you can. The show continues next. And speaking of feeding, if you're the parent of a Girl Scout, father or mother, and you would like to prove that you are the best seller of the cookies, since we all know the responsibility falls on you, it's a chance for you to call us now. We'll let you try to outsell each other, and we will spend hundreds of dollars to buy boxes of cookies that we definitely don't need, but Jake will probably eat them all. That's next. Show, one of the saddest things you'll have to deal with in your entire life, and we've both dealt with it recently on the air. Allie most recently with her cat, me last year with my dog of 18 years almost, Chloe, is when you have to say goodbye to a pet.
I know, and then when they die, you go, why? I'll never get another pet. I don't want to ever have to go through this again. And then you get a new one.
Do it again. Even something as small as a fish. When my fish died, and Vanessa had to deliver the news to my kid, and this is what that sounded like.
So your betta fish, ready? He died.
Yeah.
He is in rainbow heaven with Chloe.
So even it's a sad thing to deal with. And Ace and Ray are in our studio right now. They are the current owners of Bishop's Pet Preservation, which started originally as something you guys were doing for Hollywood, talking about big exotic animals, has now really blown up where people are doing freeze drying. I mean, for lack of a better word, I guess that's what you do with their own animal, their own pets, right?
Correct, yeah.
And this is happening now a lot, like more often. There's something that the concept of keeping your animal in your living room on display still seems weird, but it's becoming less weird by the day.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's been kind of a trend. Well, it's I guess the last few years it's been kind of like snowballing. So it's
such a common pet name.
Yeah, Snowball. Another Snowball.
Yeah. And when people ask you, is it mainly, like right next to me, I'm sitting next to a taxidermy pet dog.
Oh my God.
And it's insane how real it looks. And when people are coming to you, is it mainly the whole animal that they want to get taxidermied, or because you also have a heart and people want certain body parts done?
Where's the heart? Hold on, check. We're on YouTube right now as well. Can you hold that up?
Yes.
Oh man,
dude, this is insane.
I thought that was one of Allie's cavities from yesterday.
This is actually my snack.
I better keep that away from Allie.
Nice protein.
We get hungry this late in the show. Look at what is that? That's the heart of a what? A dog?
No, that's the heart of a cat.
Cats have hearts? I didn't even know. Look at that.
Hey.
Unbelievable. Look at that thing. So some people will say, I want that preserved, so that's a different way to celebrate the life of my animal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, listen. I'm one of these guys, and I know even Vanessa, when she was coming in here helping you guys move some of these animals, she goes, "I can't touch them. The whole thing's too weird." A lot of people
pet this dog. It's like you're petting a dog.
That's
crazy.
the part that's crazy right now. I'm looking at a dog. I mean, this was someone's animal. This was someone's pet, right?
Yeah, that was someone's pet.
Can I pick it up?
Of course.
Yes, I'm not going to hurt it.
This is so sad, and there's something about it that is beautiful in some ways, and also incredibly freaky. Now, Jake the Nerd on our show, he works in that office back there. He's got 6 dead things in there with him right now. Jake, what are some of your dead things? Because we're going to let you try to impress these guys, and these are pros.
I got a vial of tentacles. I got a beetle, I got a seahorse in a vial, I got an alligator head, and I got a frog holding a baseball bat with a baseball on it.
Are you guys impressed by that stuff, or is that like amateur taxidermy?
I mean, not bad.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Wait till you see it. He's going to come in here in a second and show you guys. But what would the process be? So I'm a guy. I had a little dog. Loved this thing. It's the greatest dog of my entire life. We had tough decision to make at the end, and they give you the terrible options. You want to cremate it with the other animals, you want to give it its own cremation, you want to just put it in a shoebox in the backyard like I did with my family dog growing up, or new option, they go to you and they say, what would it cost to, is it formaldehyde, is it freeze dry, what do you do?
It's to preserve. So what we do is we freeze dry the pet. But when they originally come to us, what we do is first we got to figure out what they want, because not everybody wants a full preservation. So some people do just want ashes and pile cast and urn, or we'll do like a portrait. And then, but many of the clients do want full preservation, and that's why we offer that.
I mean, if you think about it, if you have like a big guard dog.
Put that right in front of the front door.
Yeah, and it seems like there's a sleeping dog right on the doorstep. Yeah. Nobody's going to porch pirate that house.
No, you don't want to move. Sure. It's unbelievable. In fact, I'd like to get someone else's big dog in front of me, because then I don't have an emotional connection.
Yeah, can Klein buy someone else's pet?
Yeah, is that possible?
Possibly, yeah.
All right.
And what is the price point on this? If somebody wants a heart or a foot or a whole dog?
I mean, it depends on what the weight of the pet is generally. I mean, it starts at about $2,600.
For a whole pet.
Yeah,
for a whole pet.
Yeah.
And how long will it look that good? How long will that dog look that good? Forever?
Forever.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
And it can't get fleas anymore?
Well,
I mean, if you leave it in a garage, it's like rotten or something. Poor.
Yeah,
but no, if you take care, I mean, our business has been around for over 100 years, and we've got pets that have still been around from like way back in the day.
Whoa. And what is inside of it? Like, what did you fill it with? Is that cotton? Stuffed animal stuff? What's in there?
No, it's just foam. It's just literally, the center section is just actually foam, but the skeletal structure still remains.
Whoa.
So that's how you get the pet to look the way your pet naturally looks on the way
in our studio now at KROQ. By the way, we're chatting with Ace and Ray. These are the current owners of Bishop's Pet Preservation and Bishop's The Animal Kingdom. You've seen probably some of their animals in movies, right? You guys have done a lot of movie stuff before. What are some of the movies you're big, like the lions, the tigers, you have the snakes? So they've been in, I'm sure, a ton of films. What are some of the big ones?
well, most recently, Yellowstone.
Oh, the show.
The show, yeah. So we did a lot of the animals for them.
Yeah.
Landman, The Revenant.
Yeah. So
the Revenant, that bear that he crawled inside?
Right.
That was your bear?
Yeah, it was a lot of the suits he was wearing when he was in the waters and a lot of that stuff.
Wow.
A lot of American Horror Stories.
And people are spending $2,500, give or take, depending if you would like to leave, if you'd like to keep your animal in your living room for, oh my God, that's a dead cat. Oh my God.
And it's so soft.
We're on YouTube right now. Allie, was that your cat or no?
No. Doesn't look like her. But when people when people ask you what you do for a living and you tell them, what is the general reaction? Is it like, oh my God, that's so cool? Or like people are creeped out and horrified?
Well, we get mixed reactions, you know. Some people think it's cool. Some people think it's creepy, you know.
Yeah. Vanessa, what would it take for you to come in here and hold this cat?
No, I can't. It like makes my heart race.
Do you want to hold the heart? Is that what you're saying?
What?
You want to hold a heart while your heart races?
Vanessa, can you come in here and pet this cat that Allie's holding?
I literally don't want to.
What if it was the cat's dying wish to be pet by you?
No, I already, like, when I saw them, my heart started racing because, like, think about it. They were alive, and now they're just there.
I know, but they look so peaceful. And I think about at home, I just have a box with Zoe's ashes.
Right.
To actually see her, like, laying there.
Would you wish you would have done this, Allie? Because in theory,
I wonder if it would be weird for the new pet.
The new pet to see it. What have you heard from any owners that have said what happens when their new pet or their other pet sees their former brother or sister?
I better listen.
Yeah, I mean, they
usually they don't freak out, but we had a situation where their new pet started chewing.
Chewing. Oh,
no.
That's not good.
So
yeah.
that wasn't good.
Yeah, you got to keep it away. Well, at my house, that's what would happen immediately. That's why I can't bring it into my house. My dog's a humper. So, Jake, would you like to bring in one of your oddities now to try to impress? Yeah. These guys are pros. They're not impressed easily. What are you going to bring in, Jake? Oh, he's coming
Bringing in my frog.
Okay, watch, guys.
Now, this is like the boardwalk version.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want your pet to be holding a baseball bat while riding a surfboard?
Tell me what you guys think of this. Now, this is Jake, that's a real frog you're bringing in now?
This is a real frog.
Are you guys
holding a baseball bat?
Guys, I want you to be serious for a second. How impressive is that on a scale of 1 to not at all?
3 or 4, maybe. Creativity level, I'll give it like 4 or 5.
Right. Yeah.
It was a present.
Jake is so happy you guys are in here right now.
That's pretty good.
Well, look.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I like that. Well, listen, it's fascinating stuff. What's your website? People want to check you out.
BischoffsAnimals.com.
All right.
What's the weirdest pet that you've taxidermied? Like a pet, not a wild animal.
Yeah.
Well, we had a lot of reptiles.
Wallaby.
There's
a little wallaby for sure.
Wallaby.
Would you do a human for the right price?
Good question. I guess everything has a price.
Yeah.
I think Vanessa would be the most affordable.
I think, if we're paying by the pound here, we got to do Vanessa. She'll only take a little bit of foam. What would that, is that legal to even do that with a human or not?
We haven't looked into it.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We would have to look into the legalities of it, but
I mean, it's not legal, but it's pretty much what they already do.
Yeah.
Right.
If you go to a viewing, they're doing the same exact thing.
It's so true.
Right.
You're just missing the freeze dry phase.
Right. So that's
like
the key.
Exactly. So
It's
people freak
freeze-dry.
out, but it's the same thing.
And you can just have him like standing against the wall like a grandfather clock.
Well,
there's Grandpa. He's right over there.
It's great. It's just your actual grandfather holding a clock.
Yeah.
There he's right there. It's pretty cool. Well, listen, fascinating. And the fact that people in LA are doing this now, business is up over 40%. I guess people that are deciding to do this with their own pets now. So you never really have to say goodbye. It just lives forever.
I know, yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Ace, Ray. Once again, we'll put up all the info on the socials. But check out the video right now on YouTube. You got to see what's going on in the KROQ studio. It's wild. Check it out on KROQ. Alley show, man, that is something else. I can't get over what I just saw. Looking at the pictures now, those were real animals in here, but they're completely freeze-dried, and apparently that's a big trend now. And that will not be the most shameful thing that happens this hour, because the box of shame is about to be revealed in a moment on KROQ. Our deepest, darkest, most shameful secrets shared with the masses next. KROQ.
Hello.
Darkest, most shameful secrets to be revealed right now. This is the box of shame. Look at it, huh?
The box.
Glory,
what's in the box of shame?
Shame. Shame.
All right. One secret has been pulled out. Whose will it be? Oh, great. I can already tell it's my handwriting, so.
Can't be worse than what Jake shared last week, keying that random car that broke down.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that used to like Jake said that story alone, they will never like Jake again. Even though you're not supposed to judge us for these. This is us cleansing our pasts and apologizing for all that we've done. This person ate someone else's food delivery order and then returned it.
Oh, damn.
Let me just start by saying...
This person, like we don't already know it's you.
Could be anyone. Is Omar, is it you? Let's go through the shenanigans.
No, we all know it's you.
I have a policy. If someone knocks on my door and hands me something that's edible, I will eat
You
it.
let them crap in your house.
And I will let them use my bathroom. That's right. I'm a safe zone. And I want you to know that. If you're an Amazon driver, delivery driver, I know I have a UPS driver that listens to the show, you can always dump out of my house.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I am a friendly dumping zone.
Mm-hmm.
If someone knocks and hands me a bag of food, even if I don't remember ordering the food, I will accept what they're handing me. And depending on how hungry I am, I will not ask any questions before I start eating the food.
Well, yeah, why would you?
Sometimes my wife orders, we're not on the same page with that stuff. Sometimes she orders something, or she works from home, she's got assistants there. Sometimes they order food. Just comes to my house sometimes.
Cool.
I didn't order it necessarily.
And you got a steak coming to your house.
That was an unexpected treat that I had yesterday.
But if somebody knocks on the door and says delivery, I would think to myself, well, maybe there's a neighbor that's missing an order and I don't want to take their food from them. So I'd probably be like, oh, I didn't order it. Like, what's the address you have?
In this, I don't ask questions. And a lot of times, I think I still have my preference set up for just leave the bag by the door. I don't even have the preference of hand me the bag. I just still have the...
Take a dump in my bathroom and leave it
by the door. And so I knock on the door, went there. There was a bag, food waiting for me. It was not a place that I normally order from, but my wife was in a Zoom call in her office. It was getting close to dinner time. She did say that she was going to figure out dinner, so usually that would mean she was going to order. She's not cooking. I opened up the container. It was a bunch of different, rice and chicken, Mediterranean-style food.
Yummy.
But my first thought was, that's weird that she would order this because it's not her style. But I was like, maybe
Mediterranean is great.
Maybe she was thinking of me for a change. And I was ravenous, so as I start kind of putting it on plates, I just start eating the kebab.
And it was enough for the whole family?
It was a lot of food.
Good.
I'm going to eat it all. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
This was before or after the steak? Oh, this was a while
This
ago.
This didn't happen yesterday.
Okay.
Then I get a knock on my door again in about 7 minutes, and it's a delivery driver, and he said, hey, I think I brought the wrong order to your place. Do you have the order I just dropped off? Now, I don't tell the guy.
Well, he can't at that point take the food from you and deliver it to someone else.
Oh, that's what he did. And
unless the sticker's still on there. Don't they have the sticker thing?
The sticker, first of all.
he ate the sticker too.
The sticker system is really
the sticker
just the
system
only thing that's holding delivery apps together.
The sticker system is not a great system because I walked in.
What's a sticker?
I said to the guy, as I'm chewing a mouthful of the food he just brought me, I'm going, oh, yeah, I haven't even got into it. Let me go see if it's still in there. And the guy stands at the thing, looks at me through my window as I don't think he's watching, but I walk inside. I quickly put everything back as much as I can in the containers. I put it back in the bag. I take that sticker system.
You put the sticker back on?
Put the sticker back on. And
good as new.
And I hand it to the guy, and he goes, thank you. That would have been bad, and here's your order. And it was a much smaller salad order.
Oh, that's such a bummer.
That was what she had gotten, and I was so disappointed.
And it was only a salad for her?
It was just one salad for one, and meanwhile I handed this guy what felt like pounds and pounds of just meat, kebabs, and rice.
Oh, yummy.
And the guy goes off and probably brought it to someone else.
And they probably questioned, they're like, this chicken and rice looks messed with. No, but there is a sticker.
There's a sticker.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending.
Oh, good, a cartoon. I hope you're high.
Kevin Klein live.
Kevin Klein live, hello.
I was trying to find out if today is the day for the $105.
You want the $105 cash?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
All right, what's your favorite morning show?
105.
105 what?
Where they have the jazz and the soft music and the mellow music. And
Yeah, you're listening to 105 Jams.
Yes.
You called 105 Jams, the station that's giving you $105 to make you hollers.
I got the $105.
This your boy, DJ Sam the Jam. All jams, no marmalades. You got the $105.
Yes.
Give it up. What station giving you jams and cash?
Top 105.
105 what?
Jam.
Jams 105. And lucky you, it's Double Trouble Thursday. We're going to double your $105.
Wow.
We're going to double that to $210.
Okay. I'll take the double.
Oh, you know what? We're going to triple it. What do you think of that? $315.
Wow, I like that even better.
What station is tripling your jams and your cash?
Hot 105 Jams.
Hot 105 Jams. Uh-oh, you gone and activated the cash quadrupler. It's Quadruple Cash Thursday. $420.
Yes.
Whoops. This is embarrassing, and Sam the Jam never makes a mistake. It is not Quadruple Cash Day.
Okay.
In fact, I should also point out I don't believe it's a triple day either.
It's all right.
Nor is it a double day or even a regular $105 day. In fact, this isn't even Hot 105. It's Live 105, and we don't have any money for you, and more embarrassingly, we don't even have any jams.
Okay.
So what's your favorite radio station? tickets to Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. Just be ready to call and win those tickets, and you'll get a chance to win them all day long here on KROQ. The number is 800-520-1067. Raymond, quickly, then we got your news to get to. What's up?
Hi. I had a quick story. I got 3 pounds of raw crawfish delivered to my house once from those delivery drivers. And, me and my wife, we don't eat seafood. So we're like, okay, well, we took it, and we're like, we didn't know what to do with it. So we kind of kept it in the fridge for like 3 days. And
then what?
We put it in the freezer, actually. It was like those prepackaged sealed bags.
Yeah?
And then what did you do with it?
Tell me you ate it.
Well, no, we don't eat it. We didn't. It was a lot of food, so we were debating on what we're going to do.
I'm sorry,
but,
are you telling me that you got 3 pounds of delicious crawfish and then you threw it in the garbage? What happens at the end of this?
No. We were debating throwing it away, but we felt kind of bad, so we put it in our freezer just to hold for a while. But literally 2 days later, the person who originally ordered it found our address. It was a neighbor from down the street. They just delivered to the wrong place, and they came and picked it up.
Oh, man. You should have had
Some person with great breath.
Yeah, person
Have you seen my 3-pound delivery of crawfish?
Crawfish. Look, you ordered a bunch of crawfish. Probably came from somewhere like New Orleans or whatever, and then they're not there when you need them. All of a sudden, you're supposed to have people over for your big fish fry or
you're
whatever.
just making a bunch of AMSR video. What is it? AMSR?
You got it.
ASMR. Yes, ASMR. That's what a lot of people make those videos where they're sipping crawfish.
Oh, just cracking heads.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Let's get your news right now, then we can officially give you some tickets so that you can go to enjoy Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. But first, what's happening in the world?
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
It's not even June yet, and we already know what Klein is getting for Christmas, and it is Sydney Sweeney's bathwater soap. Sydney Sweeney has partnered with Dr. Squatch to create a soap made from her actual bathwater. According to her, when your fans start asking you for bathwater, you can either ignore it or turn it into a bar of Dr. Squatch soap, and that's what she's done. The soap is titled Sydney's Bathwater Bliss, and it is limited to 5,000 bars. And they say it is a medium grit exfoliating soap made with sand, pine bark extract, and yes, a touch of Sydney's actual bathwater.
No, I'm not into. I think she's whatever, but I'm not. I'm not one of these weirdos.
You don't think she's whatever?
I think she's whatever.
She's not whatever. You think she's super hot?
Yeah, sometimes. And sometimes she looks real tired and buggy.
Tired and buggy?
Sometimes she does. Sometimes she looks really attractive. I don't know. She's like a day-nighter. But regardless, I'm not the kind of person that wants to drink her bath water. I'm not some weirdo. I'm not. No, I'm not. I think she. I like looking at her.
Why don't we see what you do with it when we get you
Dude,
3
if she
pounds
offered you not only bath water, what if it was like her under boob sweat?
Yeah, well, now we're talking.
Take that, Dr. Squatch. Level it up.
I mean, Omar, we're finally getting somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
Ode to boob sweat? Make it happen.
Yeah, you know someone, or you have a hookup? Let me know.
We'll see.
All right.
All right.
There is so much to watch these days. There's too much at this point. But what were you watching? They tabulated the results from the past year. They came out with the official list of the most watched TV shows. So these are the top 10 of the past year. Any guesses on what's on the top 10 before I read these results?
Well, just because of Vanessa rewatching alone, New Girl has got to be the number one show. She watches so many. She's been through that entire show 15 times.
Yeah.
No, in the past year.
That's got to be that Squid Game show, right?
Squid Game's probably on there, but I think the Beast Games show, Mr. Beast Games, did really well.
Not on the top 10, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not on the top 10.
Omar's right. Squid Game is still number one. 27.1 million people.
The new season.
Yeah, this is of the last year. Total viewers.
So the show had to come out within the last year as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is probably the new season.
White Lotus gets a lot of buzz, but I don't think it was like viewed by that many. It's weird.
No.
It's like HBO numbers are different than other numbers.
Yeah, number 2 was Adolescence, that show where
the boy murderer.
Yeah, that was good.
It was really good, and every episode is filmed with one single shot.
Yeah.
That had 19 million
That was
viewers.
So
that
the
was
first
number 2.
Top shows. You got to think Netflix now because they've got just more people watching.
Yeah, but then it goes down. It goes right down to cable. Number 3 was Tracker on CBS. Never seen it.
Never heard of it.
Number 4 was Reacher on Prime Video. Never heard of it or seen it.
Klein Alley show on YouTube. Is that on there?
That's not.
Oh.
High Potential, also something that you wouldn't associate
Never
with this
heard
show
of that.
on ABC. Number 6 was Matlock on CBS.
Did they reboot that show or are
Yeah.
those reruns still?
Everyone's watching reruns of Matlock.
Yeah.
No, it's the new. I think it's Kathy Bates is in it. The
Oh,
new
okay,
remake.
great. I'm so unaware.
Landman.
Oh yeah,
Never heard of
Landman's
it?
cool. Good show. I think
Paramount
that's on-
Plus.
Yeah, that's a good show.
15.8 million. Then we get to number 8 is the Monsters, Lyle and Eric Menendez story. That I watched and understand. 15.7 million people. And then Zero Day. That one with Jennifer Garner? or
No,
something?
that was a movie with. It was a Netflix movie. Basically, we get cyber hacked and the whole world comes to an
Oh,
end.
and then number 10 was Nobody Wants This.
Huh.
Yeah, and Nobody Wants This had 15.2 million. But it's crazy that a lot of the shows that you would think, like White Lotus and ones that are super buzzy, were not on the list.
Yeah, not
and
there at all.
A lot of people are still watching Matlock and cable TV in
Go
a way,
figure.
which is weird. All right, gays, it's here. It's queer. Get your sleep now because Pride Month has begun. It's going to be a long one. This is the weekend of many Pride events. This is weekend one of many. We hope Pride starts this weekend. It's the Dyke March happening tomorrow.
Well, you can't say that.
Yeah, you can.
Is that real or are you making a joke?
It's called the Dyke March.
Stop it.
What do you mean, stop it? That's what it's called.
Where are they marching to? Home Depot?
Oh, yeah.
Build
You're
a
going to hear
deck?
a lot of people talking like this, and
Oh,
they're going to be
Jesus.
showing off their bikes.
I thought Pride
They
Month.
have their
What is June?
mullets.
Didn't June start on
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday is already June.
So June 1st is going to be the actual Pride Parade. And then there's a lot of smaller events, like a disco ball lighting ceremony in front of Green Queen Dispensary, a drag queen lip sync battle, and then headlining the concert portion is Lizzo, Remy Wolf, Honey Dijon, Paris Hilton, and Kim Petras, to name a few.
All right. Well, happy Pride for all of you who celebrate.
Yeah, and show up, and even if you're an ally, you just want to have a good time, because it's especially good to support this year when a lot of corporations have been dropping their support.
Allie is gay, if you're just joining in.
I won't be there, but have fun.
Allie's,
Please show up.
Allie's got plans this weekend. She's not
I'm
gonna-
camping, which is gayer than all of that.
Yeah, she's showing the real pride by going out in the wilderness and camping. That's real
crap in
pride.
a bush.
Let's. Is that euphemism or?
Oh, it's another march.
Okay, great. Here's a new hour of the show.
Show 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Welcome to your weekend. How the hell goes it? We are Klein Alley Show. This is KROQ, but you probably already knew that. Perhaps you're a new listener. Maybe you're back for more. Regardless, let's bribe you now. And starting this exact moment at 800-520-1067. And every hour all day long, we will get you 4 tickets to Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles, Southern California's most thrilling water park. And now on select days, get tickets at sixflags.com/Hurricane Harbor LA. Win those tickets from us, Nicole, Kevin Ryder, all day long right here on KROQ. This hour, Allie, lots to get into. Jake will hop back on the scale. We'll see just how skinny Jake has gotten. When we started this weight loss journey, the guy was north of 200 pounds. Last time we checked, he was somewhere in the 170s. I don't even know how much lower this guy can go, but it's getting out of control. And he looks healthy, feels good, looks good,
He
I
looks
guess.
svelte.
Also, we will get into round 2 of the summer bucket list. We put the first 4 items on there yesterday. Something Omar does every year with his kids, where they try to make sure the summer's not a giant time suck. You actually get some things done, so you look back at the end of August and you go, look at all these things I accomplished over these 2 months. We will add 4 more things to our show's summer bucket list. That'll be coming up this hour as well. And also a lot of people that had left messages about a variety of topics on the GOAT line, including this one, proving that once and for all, Allie is the ultimate mush. This is when Allie got back from her trip to the Grand Canyon, and she made this claim.
Allie mushed us all. I was nervous to even turn my phone back on because I didn't know what I was coming back to. We were like, for all we know, COVID could have broken out again, like a new COVID, you know. And it did.
So Allie came back and she made that example. Who knows? Maybe COVID's back in a big way, and now apparently there's a new COVID variant.
Dude, that happens every year. It's not me.
Ransacking Southern California, but congratulations.
You can't shame me. It's Pride Month.
We can shame you for 2 more days.
That's true.
And then we'll keep shaming you through June.
Yep.
All right. So there you go. I'm going to pick up caller 20 on the flip side of this song. I'm part of the Sun. It's Klein Alley Show. We are on KROQ. So if you don't get through now, don't feel too discouraged. I'll have another shot coming up. Hello, are you saying something out loud, Jay?
I'm just saying, come on, pick me.
Well, guess what? We've picked you.
Awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Been calling all week.
All right. Well, congratulations. 4 tickets coming your way to Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. Enjoy. All right?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy. Have a nice weekend. That's Jay. I like the yelling into the phone. Come on. I made it this far. I got through.
Good self-talk.
I'm on hold. He made it happen. You'll have another chance coming up again soon. I know we got the Jake to get in here in a moment, hop on the scale, and then we will add to our show's summer bucket list. If you have suggestions for things that you would like us to try to accomplish this summer, you can get them to us on the text line now at 800-520-1067. Yesterday, Omar gave us, we must go on a road trip at some point. He says it has to be at least 6 hours, which I think is a weird way to say it. Not like 100 miles, 200 miles outside of L.A. I would think that giving us a time number is very strange.
Oh, I think it makes sense.
As opposed to a distance.
6 is a lot, but I understand his mentality.
We must all read a book. Anything over 250 pages, I'm out. We have to do something we've never done before, and we have to go skinny dipping at some point.
A lot of people were suggesting another thing to add would be to pierce a part of your body.
I just did that. I'm not doing that again.
Oh, that's a great idea.
We're not adding things to torture Klein again. We'll bleach our hair again.
Bleach hair. Okay.
Do a cold plunge in Big Bear Lake.
All right,
we'll just do all these things.
We've already done these things, and they count, even though they almost said nothing counts until starting now, starting in June through the summer. So we'll get to that in a moment. Jake, are you going to come in here and hop on the scale?
Oh, yeah.
Jake's, as you know, he's in the middle of this weight loss journey. It started when he realized that he had reached his maximum weight of 205 pounds and climbing. He was wearing these double extra large concert shirts he was buying, and they were stretched out so much that the band Tool looked like it was called Tool.
Oh, yeah,
that's how big they were. Now he's he's actually wearing a Tool shirt right now in here. It actually fits normal.
You can see the whole band.
You see the whole band name.
Cool.
That's incredible, Jake. You can actually see the name of the band on your shirt. Good for you.
Thank you. So you also look like you're getting more toned. Are you exercising now, or are you just still?
I was exercising before.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's Mr. Push-Up and jumping rope with no jump rope.
Oh, yeah, your imaginary jump rope guy.
People are asking a serious question from the 818. Impressive, Jake, the weight loss journey. By the way, I'll mention it because Jake forgot to again. Lasara.
Lasara.com.
Jake, is Jake still sweaty or not as much anymore since he lost all the weight?
Great question.
Are you still as sweaty as you were?
Same amount of sweat.
Great.
Doesn't solve that problem.
That's a different problem.
Different shot.
That's a different
problem.
problem.
Can't solve anxiety.
So you're still doing the shot in your own butt, or is it?
Well, you could do it in the butt anywhere you have like extra whatever. But I do it in the stomach.
And so you what's going to happen when you have no more fat left? You'll have nowhere left to inject.
I guess that's when I have reached the conclusion of my weight loss journey.
We got to do a graduation for Jake with a really small cap and gown.
Yeah.
And we could throw his menu, one of those takeout menus up in the air or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Jake,
so cute.
it's be very exciting for you. And last time you hopped on the scale, do you remember what your number was?
I believe I was 172 something.
All right, Jake started at close to over 200.
Over 300.
Over 200. He then he's down almost 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And by the way, we have not been doing this very long. I don't know how long this has been, but it feels like a month, a little over.
I feel like it's maybe not even 2 months yet.
Yeah, definitely feels less than 2. Do you have more energy, Jake?
I don't. It's insane.
But you feel good.
Yeah, I feel great. Look better.
And you're spending less money on food.
Spending less money on food, and people are doing the same thing. I'm getting like DMs saying that people are doing it and they're having the same results, so it's great.
We got a DM. Vanessa sent it over the weekend. It was a woman, I believe a pretty attractive woman from what I remember, Vanessa, right? And she said that she, like Jake, is on the Lasara journey and she's lost a bunch of weight and she would like to date Jake because she finds him attractive.
Correct.
And we moved her from what do we move her into primary? She's now a primary messenger of the account.
I think we put her in spam.
She's in spam now.
Oh, good.
Jake.
Great, yeah.
That was the problem. It was too much spam. All right, Jake, you want to hop on this thing? Here we go. Ali, you want to place your... Look at Jake now. You want to guess like we're carnies?
I think I'm going to guess 169.
Oh, you think he's at the hilarious weight of 169?
Yeah.
I don't think he's dropped below 170 yet. No. That would be... Hold on. He's hopping on the scale now. It's Jake's weekly weigh-in. He is... Oh, wow. That's almost exactly what Allie? 170 pounds.
Whoa.
0.2.
He's right on the verge.
He's on the verge. He will be hilarious. Next week, it's going to be hilarious if he gets to 169.
And Klein?
I'm not doing the weight. Why would I do the weight?
Now I'm just curious how much weight you keep gaining.
I ate a 36-ounce steak yesterday. I'm not getting on the scale.
Get on it.
I mean, I'll get on it for comedy's sake, but it's going to be a high. I'm like afraid of this.
And
now.
I think last time Klein got on the scale, he was when he was at his thinnest, he was at 172, I believe, and then he was back up to like 183 or something. What are you at now?
I want to talk about it.
What are you at?
Yeah.
I'm not going the same direction as Jake.
So you're up from 183?
Yeah.
What were you? 185?
Keep going.
No way!
But I have my shoes on.
I can get you a promo code for Lasara.com.
Those are tiny shoes. They don't weigh anything.
It says 187.3.
So you've gained 15 pounds.
Yeah.
You've gained half of what Jake has lost.
Yeah. Feels like it,
cool.
too. Feels like it.
Yeah. Well, you can see it.
No, I don't use promo code. Remember, they say if you use promo code Klein20, you gain 20 pounds. Use promo code Jake10, you lose a bunch of weight, and you get to save some money as well. All right, Jake. Once again, where are you sending people?
Lasara.com. Lasara.com.
Thanks. Jake's never looked better. And I think, to be honest, we're around Jake a lot. He smells better for some reason. I can't figure out why that is, but he smells better. Yeah. Come back in a second. We got the bucket list to get to. It's a fun little game Omar plays with his kids. And we'll let you know why Omar made my kid cry like this.
Kid had it coming.
Omar did that to my child, and we'll explain how next.
All week, KROQ soaks your summer. Apply your SPF 1067 from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and get your pick. A used third-generation slip and slide we got from a lady on the internet. Or a 4-pack of tickets to Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. Dive into a world of excitement with thrilling water rides, slides, and pools. Or get a nice grass burn on your knees and drink from your garden hose. Your choice. Keep listening to win. Courtesy of Hurricane Harbor, Los Angeles. Slip and slide not available.
KROQ.
KROQ, if you'd like to join us, win yourself a prize and play some first impressions with Vanessa, the master of many voices. Get on the phones now at 800-520-1067 because we got up for grabs tickets to Pulp Rock, Tarantino Pulp Rock, a high-octane live rock spectacular.
And Quentin Tarantino has made some incredible films over the years.
Some of the best.
Some of the best, and some of the best monologues in movie history, some of the best, most heightened moments with a lot of swearing, but we figured Vanessa would be incredible at replaying some of those.
She's never seen a Quentin Tarantino movie ever, so let's start with that. Never seen one, but she will be recreating some of the most iconic scenes, and you will, of course, if you win these tickets, you'll get to go to the Tarantino Pulp Rock, where you'll get to watch these iconic films and the soundtracks performed live at Cinevita at Hollywood Park. And also, everyone who qualifies, everyone who wins those tickets this week, someone is going to get the VIP experience, including a VIP booth, comes with champagne, snacks, dedicated waiter, waitress, valued at over $1,000. That's the grand prize. So you will have an amazing night celebrating the fine, legendary career of one Quentin Tarantino.
Vanessa has never seen a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Nope.
And she's never successfully pronounced Quentin Tarantino.
That's true. All week, as she's been talking about this prize we have, she's been saying,
Quentin?
So we're like, what? You talking about Quentin Tarantino still? She goes, I think so. So we will play you. She's recreated some scenes. She's been working on this all morning long, which is why we had to wait until 8:30 roughly to get this on the air.
She wants time to perfect her craft.
We will play a clip of her doing a scene, and all you got to do is tell us which Quentin Tarantino movie it's from. And if you're able to identify which scene the movie is from, Allie will write your name down, and we'll pick a winner and give you some tickets. All right, let's say hi to Rebecca in Valencia. This is not going to be easy, but if you're up for the challenge, welcome to KROQ. Good morning, Rebecca.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. We'd love you to win this. Once again, as you know, Vanessa is the master of many, many voices, and we will go ahead and play you the first scene right now from a Quentin Tarantino film as performed by Vanessa. Listen closely. Here we go.
I don't tip because society says I have to. All right, I mean, I'll tip if somebody really deserves a tip. If they really put forth the effort, I'll give them something extra. But I mean, it's tipping automatically. It's for the birds. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're just doing their jobs. Hey, this girl was nice. She was okay. She wasn't doing anything special. What special? What's special? Take you in the back and S your D? I go over 12% for that.
All right. Now, listen, I know this movie.
Iconic.
That is an iconic scene. Only who knows if that'll be performed again if you win these tickets. Do you know what Quentin Tarantino movie that is from, Rebecca?
I am going to guess because I'm also the worst, but Pulp Fiction, is that a thing?
Show me Pulp Fiction. No,
Is that
is
a thing?
not. Pulp Fiction is a thing, but that is not a scene from Pulp Fiction, which is too bad because it is, a quite iconic scene, Allie. I'm going to play you the actual scene right now, and then we'll go to the next one. We have multiple scenes to share with you. I don't want to give everyone the opportunity to guess that one, but this is that actual scene took place from one of the, I believe, the first. I think it was the first Quentin Tarantino movie ever.
Really?
I believe so. It was the first one I think I ever saw, and it was this scene from Reservoir Dogs.
I don't tip because society says I have to. All right, I mean, I'll tip if somebody really deserves a tip. If they really put forth the effort, I'll give them something extra. But, I mean, this tipping automatically, it's for the birds. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're just doing their job.
Hey, this girl was nice.
She was okay. I mean, she wasn't anything special.
What's special? Take you in the back and your
So, I don't know. I think Vanessa and Steve Buscemi had similar delivery.
Yeah, can I just hear a little bit of Vanessa's impression now? Because now that I recall Steve Buscemi's delivery, I would just like to hear a little bit because she got the.
I don't tip because society says I have to. All right, I mean, I'll tip if somebody really deserves a tip.
But you sped up her speaking a little bit.
I'll tip if someone really
right. That's her Steve Buscemi.
If they really put forth the effort, I'll give them something extra.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's tipping automatically. It's for the birds.
All right. Well, there you go. Beautiful.
It's for the birds.
It's beautiful recreation right there. This is First Impressions with Vanessa. We move on. We say hi to Armando now. Armando, I hope you can get one of these right so we can give away these tickets. Good morning, Armando.
Good morning. How's it going, guys?
Good. I hope you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino. More importantly, I hope you're a fan of Vanessa Tarantino as she is recreating some of these iconic scenes. And here is your scene. Listen closely.
The price you pay for bringing up either my Chinese or American heritage as a negatives, I collect your effing head. Whoa. Just like this effer here. Now, if you son of a bitches got anything else to say, now is the effing time.
All right. Feel like I'm in the movie with Vanessa. Do you have any idea what Quentin Tarantino film that line comes from?
So good. I believe it's from Kill Bill Volume 1.
Let's find out if you're right.
ただ今問題になったことは除きますが The price you pay for bringing up either my Chinese or American heritage as a negative is I collect your head. Just like this here. やろうと同じようにね Now if any of you sons of got anything else to say, now's the time!
Beautiful.
Woo!
Beautiful.
I gotta watch that again.
I didn't think so.
Equally intense. I think Vanessa's version was almost as good. Armando, hold on.
Anything else to say?
Yeah, hers was like if Rosie Perez got the role. But still.
Don't bring up her Chinese heritage.
Yeah. Once again, this was just a clip of Vanessa.
What? Does he look?
Oh, hold on. That's the next one. Hold on. That's the next one. There's too many clips of Vanessa here doing Tarantino to keep track of it all. This was her once again doing Kill Bill just to bring you back to the moment.
If you son of a bitches got anything else to say, now is the effing time.
All right, Armando, hold on 1 second. Congratulations. You got yours right. People, big fans of this game on the text line. I can hear Vanessa recreating Quentin Tarantino films all day, every day. Well, we got one more chance for someone to lock in on this and get what a prize because someone's going to end up in a VIP booth enjoying a whole night of Tarantino. All right. Let's go to Baldwin Park and say hi to Alex. Alex, welcome to First Impressions with Vanessa. You ready to go?
Sweet Divots, yeah.
Sweet Divots. Here we go. This is your final impression. This is apparently a Quentin Tarantino movie as performed by Vanessa.
What? What country you from? What? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? What? English, mother effer, do you speak it? Yes. Then you know what I'm saying. What? Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, mother effer. Say what one more goddamn time. He's black. Go on. He's bold. Does he look like a bitch? What? Does he look like a bitch.
Okay. Alex, your final chance to play. It's not a comedy. I guess technically it is now. What Quentin Tarantino film is that from?
That is Pulp Fiction, baby.
That's right.
And by the way, she's never seen Pulp Fiction either. So for her, just in reading these lines, it's the absolute first time she's even heard this, witnessed it at all.
I mean, she can pick up on the performance already, though. I mean, those are the beats.
Listen, you tell me, Allie. Is this Samuel L. Jackson or is this Vanessa? I don't even know anymore.
What? What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? What? English, mother... Do you speak it? Yes. Then you know what I'm saying. Yes.
Once again, it's hard to tell where one of them stops and one of them starts.
I mean, my goodness.
It really is remarkable. But regardless, congratulations. You also got yours right, which means 2 people, Allie, got theirs right.
Does he look like a bitch?
Okay, relax.
Does he look like a bitch?
Okay,
Vanessa, whatever you say. Just calm down. Jesus Christ. Allie, is it Alex? Is it Armando? Who's getting the tickets today?
Congrats, Armando.
Armando, you are going to an evening of Quentin Tarantino. Hold on one second.
Unless you kind of already got one just now.
That's very exciting. You will be going to Tarantino Pulp Rock, Live Rock Spectacular, celebrating the iconic film soundtracks Quentin Tarantino at Cinevita Hollywood Park. Hold on one second. Congratulations.
Like a bitch.
All right, relax, Vanessa.
Like a bitch.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. June's here on Monday. Sunday is officially June, as Allie reminded us. Congratulations, gay people. You get a whole month to celebrate.
Yeah, somebody on the text line said it's actually also Mental Health Awareness Month, but no one cares because it's Pride.
Yeah, because they don't have a fancy rainbow. It's getting all of our attention. So, we've got summer here, and then we've got a few months of that. Most people look at summer as a chance to kick back and do a whole lot of nothing. And Omar doesn't want that to happen, which is why every year in his family, they got that summer bucket list. His kids try to accomplish things. We decided to let him challenge us all. He's given us 4 items that are on the bucket list this summer for our show, and he's going to give us 4 more right now. Yep. And we will all be competing against each other to see which one of us can complete our summer bucket list first.
I think we're trying to put together some kind of a cool prize.
And there's going to be a big prize up for grabs for us to win, and then also a secondary prize that you will get just for listening and taking this, riding on this journey with us through the next few months of us trying to accomplish these things. And probably we will fail a few different ways while we try to accomplish these things. So far on the list, if you'd like to do these with us, come up with your own plan. But Omar gave us yesterday, go on a road trip. It's got to be at least 6 hours. Read a book. No listening. Listening doesn't count. You have to read the book. It's got to be at least 250 pages. Do something you've never done before, and go skinny dipping at some point, someplace.
I'm just saying it's also Pride Month, so doing something you've never done before.
Ugh.
Just giving it a try.
Well, nothing gayer than reading a book, so that's there as well. All right, Omar, where do we go next?
All right, the next thing on the list I want to add is we all have to visit a landmark. Something major, not like, hey, I'm going to Hollywood or whatever. Something like Mount Rushmore. Something cool like that. Something huge. Like, I'm going to go see the White House.
That you said Hollywood does not count?
No, Hollywood does not count.
Does that have to be like a man-made thing?
I think so. Yeah, like the Golden
landmark,
like the Golden Gate Bridge. That's a huge landmark. Like something that's people
went
go.
There in, last Thanksgiving. I'm not
that
driving
doesn't
back
count.
up there
You
for
got to
this
do
thing.
it this. You got to do it this.
I already
summer.
did Grand Canyon, so I'm good, right?
But there are local landmarks as well.
Yeah, like the La Brea Tar Pits right down the street. That counts.
No,
that is man-made enough. That elephant was man-made there. It's not real. What about going to the place that invented the French dip in downtown L.A.?
Philippe's?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Philippe's is not a landmark.
Philippe's I think it's actually been classified as a landmark.
How can you turn this into food already?
I'm just saying.
Mr. 187
Let's just go to Philippe's. That's a landmark. All right, moving on. We have to visit a landmark. So we're going to fight. This is going to lead to a fight all summer because I'm going to come back on Monday one weekend and say, guess what, guys? I drove to some landmark in Pacoima, and you guys are going to say, that's not a landmark, dude. That doesn't count.
Yeah, and you're like, in a total of 6 hours over the course of 7 weeks, I spent in line waiting.
Yeah. What about the outlet shops?
No, that does not count, man.
In Ventura?
Yeah. It's landmarks.
All right, next up on the list is you guys have to tackle, or all of us have to tackle, at least one major DIY home improvement project.
Oh, wow. That's great.
This is the worst.
I'm going to build a birdhouse.
This is the worst summer list
What about
ever.
organizing the shack?
Cool.
You got to build a shelf or something. You got to, do something to improve the shack. You can't just organize it.
Yeah.
You got to do something to improve it.
Hey, if I hire a TaskRabbit to do it, does that count?
No.
That's not
You gotta do
DIY.
it. Yeah, but you could get your kids to help, man. Show them a thing or two. Get your drill. Don't you have a drill, a hammer?
And then let's all get together and push this button.
I have a drill,
and
but
this
I lost.
is how you hire
I
someone
lost
else.
the charger. I don't have the charger for the drill, so
I'll let you borrow mine.
You don't have the charger.
All right.
I lost it. I'm so mad.
All right, this next one, you guys will be on board. All you have to do is during the summer, once be drunk by noon.
Cool. That's a good
Easy
challenge.
enough.
Yeah.
Question: if you're drunk from the night before, does that count?
No, I don't think that counts.
No, you got to be newly drunk.
Can't do that one. I don't wake up till 2.
Oh, my God. You don't wake up till 2?
Jake, you're going to have to wake up early and drink.
Just on a weekend, dude. Come on, get up early, go to the pool, go to the beach, or whatever.
I thought it was weekday before noon. Any day before noon?
Yeah,
Drunk?
any day, dude. I don't think
easy,
weekdays.
Easy.
Finally, we've gotten to number 8, and we can finally
I got one
find
thing.
one.
I just got to get out. If I can get out golfing by 8 a.m., I can be hammered by noon.
So far, everything on the list is pretty fun, in my opinion. But
No,
I think we need
What's
we need to
fun?
give back to the community during the summer, and
don't
I
say it.
think
No.
we should also commit to doing some community service this summer.
This is going to be so funny when Omar does none of these things.
I feel like we just got Omar's to-do list, actually. I feel like these are all the things Omar's doing
is
anyway.
his goals.
Yeah, like this is the basic. So
You could give back to the community, yeah, in any way, shape, or form. It's just got to be like an official community service through the city.
So if I'm laying at the beach and I pick up a wrapper and put it in the
Does not
garbage.
count.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
they
if-
do a bunch of. That's a good point, Allie. They do a bunch of those litter
cleanups.
pickups. Yep.
You have to be an official one with proof. We
gotta-
all have to have
exactly.
proof. Hey, question about the community service thing. If I go to Philippe's and give some money
That does not count.
to a local
You
business,
can make these all about
No.
Philippe's. If I read the menu, that's $1.
that counts. I read it enough times. All right, well, there you have it. It's our
Yeah.
official summer bucket list from Omar, a man who
I'm gonna read the
supposedly.
menu 250
I'm going to read the Philippe's menu a lot. It's just French dip over and over again. I just keep reading it. All right. Well, now we have it. That's our summer bucket list.
Wow,
Great.
that's
Very
a lot
exciting.
of. But I think that you will feel if you do all these, Klein, you will feel very accomplished by
That'd
the end
be
of the summer.
fun.
Yep,
And a lot of people saying just add shrooms to each of these items and they'll be way more funny.
totally.
I'm going to go work in a soup kitchen, but first I'm going to take some shrooms.
And then make a birdhouse.
Omar is technically, even though he just gave us his summer bucket list, he's on my S list now because he made my kid cry. Give you the story behind the tears next on KROQ.
Penis vagina. Penis vagina. Penis poop pee trala. Hoopa. Hoopa.
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. One of the downsides of this job is that occasionally it ruins our own personal relationships in our real lives because we bring most of what happens in our real life to this radio show on a daily basis. And you guys say oftentimes you appreciate that because it makes you feel better about what you got going on.
Yeah.
I thought my marriage was bad. Then I heard you guys complaining about your wives. And I realized, you know what? My marriage is not that bad anymore.
That's kind of sad for us, but it's
Then
good for you.
Relationships with friends that have changed forever because of this show. Lost some friendships as a result of talking about things that happened on the air. Even if we say won't say your name, but they know. They find out it's them, and then they get mad at us. And perhaps the relationship that I think hurts the most to have tarnished because of this show is the relationship that we have with our own children.
Well, your relationship with your children has gotten
speaking
bad.
the royal we,
No.
which means me as something. Omar, I didn't realize the effect you would have on my kids, but they heard this song.
One of the better songs that Omar has put together.
This is the theme song for Klein's Kids Hate Him, which is when I do pranks on my own kids.
Right, and in what world did they hear this, and what fashion? How come nobody was around to change the channel?
Well,
this goes back on you so quick, man.
I don't know why.
Why aren't you controlling the content?
I don't know why they heard it. I would imagine that
you don't know why they heard it.
You weren't there.
Well, I think the first time they heard it was actually when they were here in the studio when they were on spring break, and I brought them in one day.
Okay, all right.
And Omar felt the need to play them this song.
I did not.
Klein's kids hate him. Klein's kids hate him. Klein's kids hate him cause he's a bad dad.
It's not okay.
I'll kiss you, bro.
Klein's kids hate him.
Fat boy.
Klein's kids hate him.
Yeah!
Klein's kids hate him cause he's a bad dad.
What?
I want this on your radio. I do not want to do the same on your radio. You are crazy, Dad.
So
Listen to that.
The problem with the song.
They hate you, man.
The problem with the song, Omar, is that my older daughter thinks it's great, and she sings it all the time.
I remember seeing her reaction when she listened to it for the first time, and she thought it was hilarious.
I will see her. She's back and forth in the house singing either Sabrina Carpenter or Klein's Kids Hate Him. And sometimes she just flips on a dime. She'll go, Pink
From
Pony
Espressi.
Club, and then she'll like, Klein's Kids Hate Him.
Stupid man.
And then my other kid, it makes her so sad because she wanted to remind me that she doesn't hate me.
She's the softie.
And this was her.
Wait, which one's the one that punched you in the nuts the other day?
This one.
This one. The little
Okay,
The
all right.
The softie.
Okay.
Yeah, the softies. Yeah, she punched me right in the nuts. And that wasn't funny.
Uh-huh.
And this was her reacting to the other one singing Klein's Kids Hate Him.
I love you.
I know. Well, what do you want to say to the guy who wrote that song?
I don't know.
His name's Omar.
So where is he?
Oh, man. She needs some new nuts to kick.
Yeah, she wants to kick my ass, huh?
She went from crying to like, so where's that guy?
Where is he?
Yeah. His name's Omar.
So where is he?
He's at his house now with his kids.
Say he's dumb because he wrote that. No.
I'm so sorry you're crying.
He's a butthead.
Hey, do you want me to not play that song anymore?
No. Only when I'm not here.
I know you love
I
me.
don't like that song.
Because you love me.
Yeah.
See that? There's confidence. That's conviction right there. She loves me. There's proof.
Really sweet.
So,
Is
Omar,
it their time of the month or something? Or
probably.
I love that the older one's like, why are you crying?
I did turn the thermostat up a few degrees so I could see them being all cranky. And come back, wrap up the show, do some takeaways, get into the weekend next. the weekend song as we officially get into the weekend together. Before we do that, some takeaways from today's show and all things that happened this week. This was the week of the Molly Mom. Let's not forget that. Some of the many things that were covered this week on the show. If you'd like to join us for takeaways, 800-520-1067. Text them to us next week. I don't even know how much of this stuff we're allowed to talk about yet, but we just locked in what we're giving away for Father's Day. It's pretty great. Can't wait to start talking about that. That'll be soon enough. And next week we got tickets to all sorts of things happening. I'm sure we'll tell you about them over the weekend on KROQ, or you can follow us on the Instagram in the meantime at Klein Alley Show. All right, takeaways from today's show, and then we officially say goodbye.
All right, 562, my takeaway is knock 3 times at the tofu store.
That means it's jewelry. We learned that earlier in the show.
818, my takeaway is Klein's favorite text to get is a man offering his meat. Happy Pride Month, by the way. 909, my takeaway is there's nothing gayer than reading a book.
Yep.
310, one of the alcoholism C words is constipation.
Yeah, we did learn that during Johnny Doesn't Know.
And 310, my takeaway is bourbon is a pirate's drink.
Yeah, good job, bourbon. Good job, pirates.
818, my takeaway is Klein Alley Show is the show where children can speak openly about their racks.
Yeah, this guy's no longer going to listen to the show because of Vanessa, but...
Yeah, I'm calling with a complaint. This show is, really gotten disgusting. I was on board with everything until you had Vanessa, who is clearly a minor, start talking about racks. That's just not okay. That's just, she's a child. That's disgusting.
Yeah, I agree. We crossed the line. And we asked Vanessa, stop spelling about your favorite body part. It's not the show for that, okay?
She won't stop.
MYRACK. My rack. I'm proud.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't chime in when we had that speller on with us earlier today. That would be a good opportunity. One of them spelling kids was on with us today, and Vanessa could have showed off her skills, but she didn't do it. All right, your takeaway, Jake the Nerd?
Allie, she got $500.
Yep.
She's gonna give it to you, and she's gonna be real sad.
This was the song.
Howdy. She knows the news, but she's getting us the blues because her fingers got food.
Beautiful song, and today Allie did offer to give someone $500, but they unfortunately could not beat her, and Allie knows the news.
Yeah.
The return of $500 Fridays next week. We'll have to figure out if that ever comes back. Allie, you got a takeaway from today's show?
My takeaway is that KROQ is a tough word to spell.
KROCK, KROQ?
Yeah, that was one of those kids that should have been. I mean, he's the best speller in all of Southern California. He couldn't even spell KROQ, so go figure. Omar, takeaway?
My takeaway is that if you put a sticker on it, it's as good as new.
That's right. All you got to do is put that sticker back, and it's like new to you. Have a great weekend. We'll do it next week. Try to do it better. In the meantime, here is your weekend song. If you're driving anywhere right now, windows down, volume up. Let the world know that you are celebrating the weekend is back.
I love the hot dog, but I love the ham dog.
Ooh, baby, gonna get down tonight.
Let's get high.
It's not about that Monday, Tuesday. No one cares about Wednesday. Thursday. Forget that noise. Are you ready for the weekend?
That'd be sick.
Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trash. Thursday, Friday, forget about that. Friday, Saturday, where you at? Sunday, sleeping in, eating brunch.
Bitch. Oye, no Wakanda.
Oh, California.
Okay, volleyball.
Hit the beach or hit the mall. Go out with friends, do nothing at all. Sleep in, watch movies, read books. Anything goes, just take a look. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Cut up, Maria. Show me some of that Spanish dancing. Pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones. Believe it.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ, the world famous KROQ. KROQ, KROQ.
Penis vagina. Penis vagina.